Getting ready to take him to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard times.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and saying what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now, it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern pike like on the 10-pound test. Smoke sex, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp, straight limping, rules farm drinking, at the party big booty pinching, chilling like a villain, balloon filling, whack MC killing, the fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain. Been gone too long, too much cocaine, but now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock.
Baby Friday. Baby Friday. Intellectual property of SBK. Welcome to Senning Show. My name is John Senning. We got a hell of a program for you today. He is Dizzy, a.k.a. the Brown Thrasher, a.k.a. the Agent of Chaos. Did we have another one for you yesterday, too?
Cliffhanger.
Oh, the cliffhanger. I was thinking of something else.
What, the grape drink?
No, the Poon Slayer. That's what it was.
Was it?
Nope, I just made that up.
Okay.
It's starting the program with us. Always a treat to see this man in the flesh. We just put a helipad on the roof here at CMG Tampa. He landed on the roof mere moments ago. You know him, you love him. He is Tampa's injury attorney, and he's our dear friend. He is Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. How the hell you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm glad Jason finally agreed to the helipad on the roof.
And that's the thing is it's I kept saying I like having him here. We have a million different ways we could do things. I said, but for him to be here is what's most important to me. So I didn't want to tell you this, and I hope it's okay that I tell you live on the air. I did have to take a significant pay cut. They did.
It was worthwhile, right?
Yeah, they did take, and I don't want to be specific with you on the air in front of all these people. I did have to take roughly $50,000 less to install the helipad. And I hate to tell you this, Diz, the options were transfer some of that money to Diz or get Mo as helipad. So
priorities.
Yeah, just so everybody knows.
Would have done the same thing in your position.
Yeah, it's all we had to. It's all we could do.
I'll allow you to come up and wave to me as I take off. So
I did find out, by the way, that Mo DeWitt has my phone number blocked. I found that out.
Oh yeah, you went green when you texted.
No. I got.
You're not.
He just casually said it. I sent him 2 text messages. It says not delivered. I've never seen that message in my life. Not delivered. And I came here and he said, "Yeah, I have you blocked." And
the joke was on me because I was just standing like an idiot in the lobby. So
yeah, I was gonna. Were you in there for a while?
I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
Oh, if I may, and maybe we need a little legal representation. And clearly, Mo DeWitt's got some pull around here.
Yeah.
When I walked up, there was a line. John Brennan, Jason Meter, they were all lined up to meet and greet him. That we may have this beautiful lobby, and maybe we're just not looking for hanger-oners or lingerers or loiterers, but they redid the lobby completely. They put in this giant video board
awesome.
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Not a single seat to be seen.
I mean, I think it's sending a message. We don't want you to hang around.
So I mean, we have a high-level guest who just came down from the roof, albeit, and he's got to stand on his actual physical feet for 20 minutes. Which I did text JoJo. She was very busy though, so that's.
She finally came and got me,
dude. I could have used your legal representation. That would have been really. That would have been funny to film. So, this is a deep inside the radio thing, but Irelia.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
I have this thing that I'm supposed to do every single day. Send these times to somebody who works here. We have now what can only be described as a 5-year ongoing battle with each other. To me, it's playful and it's fun. To her, she hates me with her entire being. And I don't ever see her. I just don't. She doesn't work in the building, and I don't ever see her. But today, when I walked in, the first face that greeted me was her, and I should have said, "Let's pause this conversation. I need my representation here before we go any further." That would have been the smart thing to do.
She really get into you?
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
She goes, "You know what it is? It's all that weed you be smoking." That's what. And I said, "It's. I don't think it's that
medicinal, man."
Yeah, and I just told her, I said, "I'm just trying to be better tomorrow than I was today. I'm a flawed man." I said, "I'm a flawed man," and she goes, "Oh, I know that." So I really could have used you there, Mo. If you would like to be a part of the program today, maybe you got a question for Mo DeWitt, 800-771-1025. We like to push people to the Vroom Room. You can go to YouTube. Are we live? Are we there?
Yep.
Oh, it is?
Live. We live, baby.
We live. Go to YouTube, 1025 The Bone. You'll see the little circle glowing. And are you sure about that?
Yep. I could see myself. I see you, and you were banging your drum.
It's still live. Oh, there. Yeah, we are live. So just get up in there. Well, I had to refresh it. It wasn't. I mean, what do you think? I'm lying to you?
Thought I was lying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you got. I don't know what kind of feed you got going on over there. Thank you to everybody who's already in there. Colorado is life. That feels new. Colorado is.
He's definitely been there.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Colorado is life. Thanks for being there. We appreciate the long timers. Nice comment. Finally, the best show on the bone. I don't know if I could factually agree with you on that, but I appreciate you at least saying it. And you can watch. It's a great way to listen. I keep saying this. You can go backwards, forwards, rewind, fast forward. But then if you want to watch the video, just pick it up and we'll be there for you. If you watch on YouTube, make sure you hit up Mo on all his social medias. Got to be not even close. The greatest attorney social media accounts on planet Earth that just call Mo. He's at Dizzy for Mayor, and you can find me at the John Senning. A bunch of people calling automatically, which I don't know. I don't know if it's a bunch of people in legal trouble or not. Mo, we were talking a little chicken parm before. Mo is the king of parm. You can go to MoKnowsParm.com.
Mo eats parm.
God.
Mo eats parm. I know parm, but I also eat parm.
MoEatsParm.com.
Great site.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought MoEatsParm.com, where he has gone to tons of different chicken parm places, from Orlando to Tampa, back down, around, out of the state, and all sorts of places. And I don't know, I'd love to still eat this with you, but I don't know if this would constitute as a chicken parm in your book, because a chicken parm, okay, this is going to sound like a confusing question. What makes what must be there for it to be a legitimate chicken parm?
I mean, I think the requirements are fairly basic. You just need your chicken cutlet, some marinara, and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you add, if that came on a bed of pasta, that wouldn't be problematic. It doesn't not make it another dish. If you had it over pasta, it's just chicken parm with pasta.
Variation.
I was going to say, what would be the other dish? Chicken parm on pasta?
I don't know. Rice, mashed potatoes.
It's just a side.
Yeah,
Pasta's a side.
Well, so that's why this is going to get a little interesting, because I keep seeing these things on my social media, and I have to make it out there. The place is in Riverview. It's called Frankie's Italian Deli, but I don't know if it constitutes or will fall under the chicken parm umbrella. So have you seen these days? They're chicken cutlet tacos.
Oh,
so
sounds good.
They have these beautiful looking chicken cutlets that they fry while they're formed. So they fry them and they come out looking like a hard taco shell.
That looks good.
And then here are the options though, Mo. You can do vodka pasta, Alfredo pasta, Caesar salad, or you can do the prosciutto, burrata, fig spread, arugula. If you went vodka pasta and then it had cheese on it, would that be in the chicken parm family?
I mean, it's non-traditional, but I'd put it in the family. I'd give it a whirl.
I like the salad one.
The chicken Caesar. I'm a big Caesar
fun.
salad, Caesar wrap guy.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
the Caesar salad in the chicken cutlet taco does sound pretty damn delicious.
I have been advocating for a chicken parm wrap that's like a little bit of salad with some chopped up chicken parm and some, maybe a little spread of marinara and cheese.
Okay. Oh, what do you think of this? And I'm not trying to get too crazy here. What if you made a red sauce mayo? So the mayo.
Okay, you're talking.
The mayo was mixed with the red sauce. So you did a schmear of that. So it was kind of traditional with the lettuce and whatever else the hell you want to put in there. Tomato, maybe a little fresh Parmesan, and then the chopped up cutlet. I think
Absolutely.
I think that would do. All right, deal. Let's find out what these people want real quick before we move on. Frankie's Deli out in Riverview. Bring us some of these damn chicken cutlet tacos next week so we can talk about them.
Yeah.
Senning Show, you're live on the air with Just Call Mo. Who's this?
Hey, I want to start by saying, Mo, I love you. I got all your magnets on my fridge.
Fantastic.
But I was wondering how you do any. I was wondering how you. Yeah, I was wondering how you do any lawyering between chasing chicken palm and being on Orlando and Tampa radio stations. My
You want
man.
me to dump that?
No. I actually got. So we did a client dinner the other day, and someone goes, how much lawyering do you actually do? And to be fair, like when we do these events and stuff, when we do the magnets, they run it by me, but I really don't know what's going on half the time. Like the marketing department takes care of most
I
of
will.
that.
You have a team. I mean, shout out to John B. He's a Michigan man. He handles so many things behind the scene, and he's the absolute. He's absolute. Are you looking for a fight, sir?
No, I love Mo, man. I'm just playing with him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm going to hire him if I need him.
All right, good. I'm gonna hire him if I need him too. Thank you. I appreciate the.
And then Thursday's radio day.
Yeah.
And then the rest of my week
I was gonna
chug
say,
along.
like, if you do two people who work hard and are good at life, they have so much more like time in their day and in their life than the average person.
Of course.
Like, I don't know. I am here for 3 hours. I probably plan the show and think about the show in the morning for an hour and a half, and everything that comes along with the off-air stuff. I still, at the end of the day, don't know where all the time went, and I feel like I need more. That is not how successful people like Mo DeWitt operate. Are you a sleep guy? Are you one of these guys that doesn't sleep?
No, I sleep a lot.
Yeah, All right, I think you could have lied, dude. You could have been like, a lot like Donald,
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Rest, afternoon nap. I love a good
Yeah.
afternoon
You should have
nap.
been like, I'll sleep when I die.
Yeah.
That's like the term, right?
There are those people who sleep like 3 hours. That will never be me. I can never be guy.
I can't function without sleep. I think people who don't sleep for a while eventually go crazy.
Yeah, I knew a guy who would be out all night just laying pipe, and he'd just be out till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, stroll in anytime, and he never missed a beat. He just was he was that passionate about his craft and about his life.
Those plumbers are like that.
Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah, he was. That's what he worked for an overnight plumbing company. Yep, he's a sweet guy. Senning Show, you're live with Just Call Mo. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Dave.
Dave?
Yes.
What up, Dave?
Man, all these years listening to you and Drew and Ian and Mike Calta talking about food and Johnny Bell making me hungry all the time. Finally, I've had something you haven't had yet.
Oh, you had it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had both. I've had the vodka one and the Caesar salad one, and they're both insane.
They
They're
look so
delicious.
They look so. And the thing is I'm saying, bring us one here to St. Pete. They strike me as the type of place that probably doesn't need our help at this point.
No, they
they're
don't need your help.
they're completely
they got
viral.
Yeah, they got a 30-minute line to get in there, and I don't know if it's the owner or the manager or what, but the girl who kind of runs the place is a biatch.
Whoa! I will not stand for that until they deliver us our chicken cutlets.
She's got
all right, you said enough. I will not. I will not stand for that. That's
awesome.
defamation, Mo.
Definitely
Have to verify. Maybe she's just a parm Nazi. She likes an efficient operation.
Perfect.
Where?
Parm for you.
Question though, on a map, is it behind the Ruby Tuesday?
I don't know the area that well, so we waved it to get there. And I don't remember exactly how to get there.
All right, thank you.
So.
You've spread some good information and some misinformation, but I appreciate the call. I think it's right behind my old stomping grounds where I used to work at the Ruby
Oh,
Tuesday.
really?
Dude, I might do a double dip. I'll go in. I'll hit the Garden Bar at Ruby Tuesday. Swing over for a chicken cutlet taco, and everything will be good to go. I'm trying to think what else I saw going on in the Just Call Moaverse, as I like to call it. We talked last week. You guys had the mini masters. It was a success.
Drew was out there. It was a great time.
Did you do what was it? Was it a dinner or was it a?
Yeah, we do like some client dinners. We're gonna start doing it over here too, where we just take a bunch of clients out to dinner.
And we still have the drawing for the hog, right? For the motorcycle.
Yep. We'll do that at the end of the year. So if you want to register for that, go to mobiker.com.
And then if people want to become a VIP, which gets you all sorts of cool stuff and exclusive stuff, they go to
justcallmo.com/VIP.
Dude, I need to hit up you and John because I need another Parminator shirt.
Oh,
I'm just, the problem is I went and got I lost a little mass. It's
good to have a few different wardrobes.
Well, it is, and it's that shirt. I can tell the XL will be perfect because I can never find a long shirt, and that shirt is very long, which I do like. But I wore that to the down to bowl, and it was down, like I was kind of swimming in a little bit, which is a good problem to have.
Nice.
But go get yourself a Parminator shirt, become a VIP. When we have our buddy Mo DeWitt in, we like to throw some different things at him from the world. We call them our legal briefs, and there's plenty of stuff going on in the world. I've had to have asked you this before, Mo. Public urination.
Yes.
Not a good thing, but probably something that people do and they don't think about the ramifications. I believe the story I saw this morning was about New York City and how public urination is just at an all-time high. I'm guilty of it. I don't even know for a fact, but I'm going to say that Diz is guilty of it, probably on one of his wild nights in downtown St. Pete, having to dip off into an alleyway or next to a car or something. Like, you've probably done it, right?
Of course.
We've all had to. And what really got me thinking is the unspoken, unwritten rule of the golf courses, where it seems like everybody just finds a place to go when you have to go on a golf course. And I don't know if it's an urban legend. Can that be a lot worse than people think, depending on where you are and who busts you?
Typically, no. I think historically that may have been the case, but unless you're exposing yourself in a lewd or intentional way, typically you're not going to get hit with indecent exposure or anything like that.
What if it was near? What if it just happened by chance to be near a church?
Still no.
Oh yeah, okay. Good. So don't do it, but don't be like. I think I've heard an urban legend that if you get busted with public urination, you're like a sex offender.
Yeah. That maybe at one point that was the case, but nowadays you really have to be doing something that's lewd, that's lascivious, that's sexualized in nature, in order for that to be the case. Otherwise, they're typically going to slap you with a violation of a local ordinance like public urination or a disorderly conduct charge.
Very interesting. All right, so I'll keep doing it then. Thank you for.
I was not encouring you to break the law.
Thank you for your support.
Sorry, officer. My lawyer said I could do this.
I just bring up the website. I'm just like, here's my attorney.
This idiot just eats chicken parm all day. He knows nothing.
He's like, I called into your show the other day. I asked him when the hell he was being a lawyer. One other thing I wanted to touch on before I get to the actual stories. Have you seen this story out of Manatee County here about the young kid that ran into the semi truck and flipped it over, and then it was a hit and run. The driver of the semi truck died.
No, I don't think I saw that.
So real quick, that's pretty much the story. He was turns out he was a catcher for the minor league Braves team. He was in Manatee County. They're on 75. It's getting kind of like crunched up. There was like some people on the shoulder, and he goes to make sure he doesn't hit him. But when he does that, he hits another car. They go into a semi. The semi flips in front of him. The truck driver, spoiler alert, he did pass away. And then this dude in his Mustang just leaves the scene of the crime. And they did find him the day later. They turned him in. And I just wondered, so they got him with the vehicular homicide charge. And I wondered, would that charge potentially be the charge? Because there's footage. Somebody had a dash cam footage. Mm-hmm. Does the fact that he ran have any impact on that charge? Same exact thing happens, and he stayed because he did obviously get the charges for leaving the scene of a crime and of a crash and all that. But does the fact that he left tie into the heavy-handed charge for what actually took place?
Well, it's typically going to be an additional charge for leaving the scene of an accident, especially one that involves great bodily harm and death here. And I think if I remember correctly, leaving the scene of a crash involving a death is a first-degree felony, and they recently just changed that. They upped the punishment for it because what they were afraid of, what was happening, is somebody would get into an accident like that, then leave the scene of the accident because they were drunk, and then they couldn't prove the DUI. So they increased the punishment for that because of that. So now it's much. I don't think it's the same punishment, but it's much more equivalent to DUI manslaughter.
Yeah, it was just when I'm watching the video, it's bad. But I think that a normal human within the realm of air could have done what he did. Like, he was weaving a little bit, but I just wondered if the fact they hit him with the vehicular homicide charge, if he would have stayed. If he stays, he tries to render help. He does everything that he could, like a good citizen would. Does that impact the charge, considering it's just his same amount of fault whether he stays or he goes?
Well, whether he stays or goes doesn't really play into it. That's just an additional charge.
Okay, that's just completely separate.
Yeah, I mean, the question is going to be whether he was negligent in the way that he operated the motor vehicle, if it was doing it in a reckless manner that caused the death, then that's where that charge comes in.
Gotcha. We've got Mo DeWitt with us. Just call MOE.com, 866. Call MOE 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You said you might be going to Atlanta. Anything? Is it privileged information?
I mean, I can talk about it generally. There was a big case that would possibly have a press conference up there that we were looking at going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He does work.
Would you be the one pressing conference?
I would be pressing the conference. Yes.
Oh, wow. Can we get a feed if you send me a link?
Absolutely. If it comes to fruition, definitely.
But we can't say what the case was.
Yeah. I don't want to discuss it yet.
Maybe if I say things and you blink twice, we can
play that game.
Murder.
Kind of.
Oh. Did something fall on somebody?
No.
Did somebody fall?
No.
Was there a fire?
Yes.
Oh, that was a good one. Dude, all these fires in Georgia, by the way. Have you been following these?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, so I have a lot of friends that live in Brunswick, Georgia still from when I lived there. It has to be the most bizarrely underreported natural disaster in recent memories. Oh. I think I saw over the last 2 days, 100 homes have burned in Georgia. There's like multiple fires burning up and down the coast and all along South Georgia, and I just feel like it's kind of a sleeper little natural disaster going on at this exact moment. Georgia strong. You ever deal with any lawsuits that have anything to do with infestations of creatures and or bugs of a certain sort?
I mean, we get calls for some on somebody bought a house and it turns out it was infested with termites and that wasn't disclosed and that kind of stuff. But that's about it.
One of the scary sleeper things that I think can happen to somebody, and maybe it's just because I've read so many bad stories and people who have experienced it will tell you it's the worst thing ever, is the bed bug. And David Bess is seeking damages exceeding $50,000 after he was bitten numerous times by bed bugs during his stay at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort on May 15th, 2022, according to a complaint filed late last month in the Florida Orange County Circuit Court. The All-Star Resort, a budget-friendly value hotel located near Disney's Animal Kingdom theme just outside of Orlando. Can you, for the bites alone, is that is there something to that?
There is. I think we actually have had some bed bug cases before. Now that you say that, but typically you have to show that the hotel was negligent and either knew or should have known about the bed bug infestation and didn't take reasonable measures to prevent it or get rid of it.
Yeah, and there's pictures here. I mean, it looks bad. He says that he suffered scarring, bodily injury, pain and suffering, disability, mental anguish. The dramatics here. Yeah. In addition to the loss of the capacity for the enjoyment of life. You ever been bit by? You ever had a bed bug situation, Diz?
No. I sleep in clean beds.
Dude, the stories you hear, they will. I am the one who bites. I am the one who bites. The people that have the horror stories, it's like they can't get rid of them. They will follow them house to house. They end up getting rid of everything that they have. They'll get rid of the beds and the sheets and everything, and the bed bugs still follow you. Like that, to me, I get why you could probably put together some mental anguish and the loss of capacity for enjoyment of life. But I'm looking at the picture. The pictures are pretty.
They look like little beetles, like little ticks or something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that you would necessarily know it if you saw one.
Really?
But I mean, I don't think you'd go. You might go, oh my God, there's a bug on the bed. But I don't know that the average person goes, that's a bed bug. I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's probably got 30 bites on his tummy. Some of them bigger than others. But I mean,
supposed to be aren't they attracted to heat or something like that? Like there's something you're supposed to put in the corner of your bed, and then they'll all go there, and you go.
Oh, is that a trick? I had never heard that.
Because I've never had them. I heard this.
Why are you winking? He's like, let me tell you exactly how to kill him, but I don't know anything about him. The petite parasitic insect dwells in the cracks and crevices of your mattress, bed frames, and box springs, feasting on human and animal blood. While people and pets are fast asleep, bites from the little vampire creatures will cause itchy, red, inflamed spots for up to 14 days, unsightly and very uncomfortable. So it doesn't have a. Did I give you a number off the 50,000? I mean that probably seems.
So that's all boilerplate language, like everything you read there.
You start there.
Yeah, I mean that's just goes in every complaint, mental anguish, yada yada. That's all boilerplate, and then the 50,000 is probably just the jurisdictional limit to get into that court, to get into circuit court.
Oh, so
it's not really what they're asking
that's
for.
That's just the start. That's the start of it all.
Yeah.
If you do have anything for our buddy Mo DeWitt, feel free, 800-771-1025. Just call MOE.com. Man, I love a severed body part being found in a food item. I mean, I don't want it to happen to me, but I'm always intrigued to read the stories where it happened. And this one, if I could make a list of grocery stores and different establishments where I would think you'd find a finger in something, this would not be at the top of my list. But a woman has filed a lawsuit against Trader Joe's in Multnomah, this is up in Oregon County, alleging that she drank orange juice containing a piece of a glove. And here's the tricky part. She thinks or is saying that she swallowed the piece of the finger.
Oh.
So she has the piece of the. She says she has the piece of the glove that she found, but she says she felt the thick finger-like object.
You swallow fingers a lot,
but then swallowed it.
Identify them.
She bought a 52-ounce bottle of orange juice with pulp around June 14th, 2025. She was finishing the orange juice when she reportedly felt what was a large piece of pulp in her mouth. When O'Neill pulled the material out of her mouth, according to the lawsuit, she found it was the fingertip end of a rubber glove, and she believes that it contained the end of the finger that she inadvertently swallowed. The lawsuit goes on to say that she went to urgent care due to a burning sensation in her mouth. She was also gagging and experienced nausea. Over 30 days before the filing of the complaint, she sent a written notice requesting $10,000 settlement from Trader Joe's, which the grocer did not pay, according to the lawsuit. She's now suing. We've talked about these before. It feels very hard to prove.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends what evidence you have. I mean, here she doesn't even have the finger, I assume, unless she got.
Where's the finger?
The other end. So what evidence of an actual finger was there? It's more likely that a piece of a glove got pulled into the machine. Right. And maybe there's some damage there, but it doesn't sound like there's long-term damage. Now, I talked about it with Drew the other week. There was a case over in Brevard County where the lady ate. There was ice cream that had like shards of metal in it.
Oh yeah. We talked about that.
Internal bleeding, couldn't have kids.
Yeah, exactly. And there was a large verdict there. So if you can prove it and it actually causes some damage, then you can have a case. But here, what's the real damage other than just being grossed out? I mean, that's worth something, but it's not like internal bleeding and not able to have kids. It's very different. Then also, you're saying there's a finger in here, but you have the burden of proof to show that there's a finger in here.
Get us that finger, bitch.
Where's the finger?
Wasn't there a big case? I don't know if this ended up becoming a hoax, but I remember hearing about a kid who drank the energy drink like a Monster. And there's a rat in it, and then he didn't get anything from it. They're like, that's not us.
I do think that sounds familiar. I was going to ask something. By the way, a Norfolk, Virginia sailor reported finding a dead, decomposing rat inside of his Monster energy drink can purchased at. Oh, this is a brand new story. This can't even be true. This
was years ago.
This says at a 7-Eleven in April of 2026.
Oh, hell no.
The sailor reported vomiting and was monitored at a naval hospital. Monster Energy has historically called such claims hoaxes. So is this story? There's news stories even. Is this from just a couple days ago? Oh, yeah. This is a brand new news story.
No, this one, here it is in 2010.
Oh, man. What happened? It happened again.
Found a mouse in his drink. And the company alleged that the consumer likely placed the rodent in the can himself, which, how do you place it in the can?
Yeah, I don't know. Very carefully. I don't know the right way to ask this question, but when Diz and I talked about the ice cream case specifically, he kind of jokingly, not jokingly, was like, I'd go through that to get that payday. There's really, and well, I guess at that point it just has to be a full blown hoax. I think that years ago, wasn't there somebody who did something like that with Wendy's?
With Wendy's,
they ended up finding out it was a hoax. Was it a finger?
I think it was a finger in the chili.
Finger in the chili. Oh. And then I don't know if you remember, I believe they did countersue because she like ruined the good name of Wendy's.
Yeah, and I think like the FBI got involved too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, how do you even try to navigate that? But first, you'd have to have the issue. Like, if there's glass in it, then you put it there and you're willing to put that on yourself.
Yeah.
And then I guess you would. What kind of discovery goes into a case like that? Like, what can you even? I don't know what you can do, or a case like this. Like, what can you do?
Well,
people go into the plants and
basically. So you're going to look at the safety procedures they have in the plants to prevent this type of thing from happening, and try to figure out how it could even happen. Like in the ice cream case, for instance, they had an expert, the ice cream company did, that said that shard of metal couldn't actually fit through the ice cream machine. I think it was a screw. And so the attorney for the lady who was injured, then upon either deposition or cross-examination, I can't remember. Sorry.
Are you all right?
We
we cannot lose just called Mo.
Yeah.
I would feel very bad.
Last appearance.
I would feel very bad if he passed away on our watch.
But anyways, he testified it couldn't go through the ice cream machine, the screw, and then it turned out he never actually saw the screw or knew the measurements of the screw, so he wasn't able to verifiably say that. So, they are going to look at things like that, though. Is it even physically possible for this item to get into this, drink, chili, ice cream, whatever it may be?
Yeah, that's those are very interesting, and I'm sure people assume. A lot of people probably don't even want the payday. A lot of people that are perpetrating something like that, they want a free meal. They want Mickey D's for life. They want whatever it is. They're not even thinking big picture. Maybe if I give you, does that make you feel better?
Makes everything better.
He's having chicken parm withdrawals.
It's true.
Dude, this is like the rainfall in the Bahamas. Does it make you feel safe?
Very safe.
Okay, good. Let's take this call real quick, and then we're going to step aside. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, my name is Frank.
Frank, what up, buddy? Are you Frank from Frankie's Deli? Are you bringing us the cutlets or what?
No, I'm not.
Oh, sorry. Frank?
Did I lose you? You there?
No, yeah, we're here.
I'm sorry, I thought I lost you.
No, we're
I just
here.
have a question. A friend of mine, to do with family law.
Okay.
A friend of mine's husband just the other day left her, and they have a 14-year-old kid, and he just said, I'm getting my own apartment, and I'm leaving. And I didn't know what she needs to do if they're not divorced yet to get child support. I mean, is there a way to still get child support? Because he's just basically wiping his hands, says he doesn't want anything to do with the kid either.
Yeah, so, you can get child support from the date of separation when you maintain two households, but you do have to file the divorce, and then you'd be entitled to retroactive child support starting from that date.
What if he's saying, well, I just want to do a separation for now, because that's what he's claiming?
So Florida doesn't legally recognize separation. So you're either married or divorced. There's no in between in Florida, basically.
So there's no, if he just left the house and is not going to pay any bills, he can just do that?
He can do that. That's why you have to file for the divorce, and then you can seek temporary support for temporary alimony and temporary child support.
Wow, that stinks. Yeah. Hey, John, real quick, thank you. What's the name of that place in Paris you get your
PJ's Sub Shop.
Okay, I passed it the other day. All right, thanks, buddy.
Tell him I said hi. That's a crazy thing. So hypothetically, I'm in a marriage. I've been married for many, many years. Let's say we got 3 kids. Mm-hmm. I do something crazy. Let's just, for the sake of the story, say it's my fault. She says, I want to divorce you, but I avoid and do not participate. I don't know the inner workings of how a divorce happens. Does somebody have to be served divorce papers?
It's a lawsuit, so she'd have to file for divorce and then have you served. And then she could, seek temporary support from you while the case is ongoing, and then permanent support depending on the length of the marriage and the ages of the kids and things like that. So
this is probably a stupid question to some, but I've never been served and I don't know what goes into it. So if that happens and they hand you whatever it is, are you then a part of it? Like that's all that has to happen? Like if you're served, they hand it to me, and I turn around and throw it in the garbage and I go, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm not getting a divorce and I'm not paying any child support. Or if they document that they handed it to you, is it game on?
Yeah, as long as they document they handed it to you and verify it's you, then you're good.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, shout out to Drew Garabo. He just passed me a very interesting local story with a personal tie into somebody that could be listening to the radio station about the legality and maybe the whether or not it's a great idea to post your legal battles on social media. And I also want to revisit, we talked about it a bunch, the story regarding the fertility, the parents that went through a fertility doctor. They thought it was mama and daddy's swimmers to make their own little white baby, and the baby came out not white. And so they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Well, they have located the parents. What is the next legal step? I don't know, but I bet you Mo DeWitt does. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here to 102.5 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way. We've got your chance at $1,000 coming up at 2 o'clock. So you better not go anywhere.
I'm running for the last train. I'm running for the last train home.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have new Sportage and Sorrentos with 0% APR. Plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or a new Telluride. Just $449 per month. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Tag in the ultimate refreshment with Seagram's Escape Spiked and WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV and knockout flavors like Slammin' Me Happy, Pineapple Powerhouse, and Slammin' Blueberry. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Choose your flavor. Feel the power. Step into the ring. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Favorite malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026, The Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used under license.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem, Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Being in a crash? Don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1,
2. You know what to do. Stirring up a crowd right before they walk away. If they don't jive with the lyrics on the stage, what they're missing is the beat from the groove in the bass, like a big fat steak. Got sauce on the plate. Baby, I can feel it.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one for the drum.
It doesn't even matter if you steal it. I can feel it. I think it's time to dance. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Baby, I can feel it. Now, if you wanna dance,
Welcome back to Senning Show. We've got our buddy Just Call Mo here with us, Mo DeWitt, justcallmoe.com, Tampa's injury attorney. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. You can watch the program. Go do it. YouTube, 1025 The Bone. Thank you to everybody who's in there chatting it up. Mid-blink, be real. That looks new to me. Mid-blink, be
Oh, yes.
real.
Yes. Sometimes I have to see the name.
Yeah. It's, well, obviously the heavy hitters who are in there every day. Corey Puckett, Mark Hamilton, our buddy Mark Carr, Rusty Bush, 88.
No, that seems
That
like
seems
it's
new?
been eight. No, that seems like it's been there.
Jizzy for mayor.
Oh, that's new.
Is that new?
That has to be.
Dude, this isn't bothering you, is it?
What?
That these people are all saying Jizzy or Jizz or Jizz.
I
Okay,
don't
good.
really care.
Yeah.
No. I don't listen to those schmucks.
Okay, good. Just because I that was just an erroneous slip of the tongue that day, much like Fashitas, but everybody, nobody's keeping track here. My buddy, our fearless promotional leader, and the man who hired me all those years ago, Mike Olivero, just popped in here to remind me. Today is the 14-year anniversary of 1025 The Bone going all talk. So happy birthday and happy anniversary to The Bone. Is that right? Did I say it right?
No, I was going to ask you, because my 10 years is like next week.
It is. It is. It's on the, I know the date because I see it every time I make coffee. It is the 28th.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So your birthday, there are 10 years here is the day before your birthday.
Technically, my first shift was on my birthday.
Oh, that's
the
funny.
Beyonce show and all over that, but I signed, I guess, all the paperwork the day before. You were here how many years before me?
What did I just celebrate? 11 or 12?
Okay, 12. That makes sense. Then.
Yeah,
It would be 12 that match. I don't think you were just 1 year ahead of me.
It is crazy to me because in my own head, it feels like The Bone had been all talk and been around a lot longer than that before I eventually came over.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, let me get this timeline straight.
Yeah, so happy anniversary, everybody. I asked Mike if we'd be doing a Bone 15, and he said no. See us at the Bone 20.
Okay. Damn, 6 years? 2032?
We're not making it. We're not making it, cuh. We're not gonna. I'm gonna be paralegal for Just Call Mo by 20 whatever year that is.
I'm gonna be on the back of sanitation trucks.
Yeah, or
living your dream.
Or we will have been wiped out by some sort of alien creature or meteor at that point.
Oh yeah, I hope it's the alien, not the meteor.
We are in the midst of that thing with a hybrid crossover Willie of Mo DeWitt's legal briefs. I do have to throw this at you real quick. It's very interesting, and it was passed to me by Drew Garabo. I'm just going to say it. I don't know the guy, and he sent it to me, so I'm not going to use his name or anything. But so there's a guy on Facebook. He says, "Good morning. This is it's a mugshot. This is my first and hopefully last mugshot ever. As this is a humility part about my life. I was talking about sharing." I called the police on Tuesday. I called the police to come to our home. Things were not great along the way. I might have changed what I said in the 911 call in my statement to the cops to protect my family. Let it be known I would never raise my fist in anything other than self-defense to anyone unless it was last resort. None of which or it says I certainly would never strike a family member again unless it was self-defense. None of which happened, but be warned, raising up out of your chair when provoked is now an arrestable defense. I think that the bigger question here is, as a lawyer, there's never an upside to sharing the details of your charges or what happened on social media. Is that safe to say?
Not at all. I mean, sharing them in general, talking about them in general. I mean, a lot of people get in trouble when they get arrested. They call their mom, their friend, or whoever on the jail phone and tell them everything that happened. And it's all recorded, and then they use that against them. One of my favorite ones was a DUI trial I was watching. It wasn't my case. And this girl who she drove her car into Lake Eola, and then her defense was that she was like trying to avoid hitting a squirrel. And then they played the jail call where she tells, I think it was her mom, that she had like 11 shots.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
Which didn't sound real great or real credible.
So how does that
squirrel.
work? How does that work? And without knowing, I don't know that you know the finer parts. Let's say that for whatever reason they weren't able to get her to blow, or they weren't.
Right, which the law on that's changed now. It's now illegal not to blow.
Right, but I mean, so you can't charge her with a DUI if there's no blood or blow just because she said it on a call?
You can still charge her with a DUI because all you need for a DUI is that they're operating a motor vehicle under the influence, and that can be based upon observations that they couldn't maintain lanes and other evidence, witness evidence that they're swerving, officer evidence that they smell like alcohol, that their eyes are bloodshot and glossy, things like that. So you don't need breath or blood to necessarily convict someone on DUI. In this case, I don't believe she blew at the time, and then but of course they had that phone call.
That does hurt you. Is the general rule of thumb, and as somebody who loves to watch, all of the Datelines and listen to the crime podcast, and you hear these people, that some of them are innocent, and whether they're just being looked at for any number of crimes, they don't ask for an attorney. They sit down and they talk with the police at length. Is there a gray area there, or is it if you're being called in or something has happened where you have to speak to the police, it's probably the smartest thing to have an attorney present?
I say always have an attorney present, never give a statement, just say you want an attorney. I mean, the problem is people think they can talk their way out of it. So they're trying to be cooperative to talk their way out of it. That just doesn't work because either they have enough evidence to charge you or they don't. And so all you're doing is giving them more evidence to charge you. So if you say, I don't want to talk to them, at that point, they have to make a decision and say, do I have enough evidence to charge this guy or do I not? And if they don't, they have to let you go.
Yeah, I think the average person, and I would probably, as much as I think I know, I'm calling you first and foremost, but I think there's something to somebody who is actually innocent thinking, like, well, I'm fine. I'm innocent. I got like this podcast I was just listening to. This guy, his girlfriend, fiance had been murdered, and of course they think it's the boyfriend immediately, and they get him in there, and he's totally acting like the questions he's asking. He's coming up with all of these other scenarios, which I've noticed if you go in, especially if there's a murder, and you're like, well, it must have been this guy or it was probably this guy, and he's like. I bet you somebody came to look at the house because she was thinking about selling the house, and they saw the big, beautiful ring that I got her, and they probably wanted to take the ring, and then, she probably would have fought, and he had to kill her. And from the police perspective, they're like, well, because he had all of these ideas, red flag flying up right there, where you assume you're helping, but you're probably putting the spotlight more on yourself 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, you start giving theories, and depending how credible your theories are, and even if you're just trying to be helpful, they may start looking at you.
What do you think of this? This is an imaginary case that I'm about to whip up for you. Okay, I don't know if you'd be willing to take it on, but let's just say this is when it went down. So last week before, there was like 2 or 3 days in a row where I found there were bicycles that were in the lake at the end of my road. Right.
Okay.
So for that, we're going to create a fantasy scenario here, and you tell me what could happen. So because I think I'm doing the right thing, I pull these bikes out of the water one by one on the 2 days out of 3, and I put them near the bench, and that's what I did. Let's say this is a horrific fake story, by the way. They end up finding the 2 children that bike belonged to at the bottom of the lake, and now my fingerprints are all over their bikes that were left at the park.
Okay.
Are you going to be able to get me out of this?
I think you had a viable defense there.
Okay, good. I don't know that the kids are in
there. But you do look a little shady.
Yeah, there was another bike. There's another bike in there as of yesterday. I actually got myself in more trouble. I don't even think I told you. Both of the people came looking. I think when I brought it up the other day, or the day that I brought it up, only one person was mad because I took the bike and I just brought it out, and then it got stolen again by another rando. So the person whose bike it belonged to was like, hey, why didn't you take it? Or why didn't you,
store it for me?
Whatever.
Yeah.
So then the second one, days and days later, the person posted a picture of the bike and said, hey, somebody took my bike, and all these people start tagging me on it. They go, John found your bike, John found your bike. And eventually a woman commented and said, oh, well, I called the police, and the police took your bike. So then the lady is commenting back. She goes, I've called all the police departments. They say they don't have my bike. And she's asking me, like, where's my bike? I go, I was just thought it was the right thing to do to pull it out of the lake, and now, it wasn't enough, I guess.
And the guy who said he helps people with murders, you could just take evidence.
Oh, that was
it's evidence.
That was another interesting. That was a weird detail. So this lady, she came out. She once she saw the bike, she called the cops, and then this is the first bike. Before the cops showed up, a guy rolled up and said, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I help the police solve murders all the time." And he then took the bike.
Okay.
Which what that means, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like
shady stuff.
That sounds shady.
Yeah.
It's a little shady.
And if there were dead people involved, he would be the guy involved. He's like, I help the police. I'm a buddy of the police.
Just you could just say that to people, and people are like, yeah, okay. John would.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Got a toy badge and everything.
Dude, a lot of people. It's a weird theme, and I think we touched on it then, of specifically serial killers that try to embed themselves or also fascinate about being police officers.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy was that way. I don't know if you guys know anything about the Atlanta child murders that went on for decades. That guy was obsessed with being a cop, and he would tell people he was a cop. He had he was listening to the radar all the time. Back then, he had to have an antenna in your car, and he pretty much was role playing as a cop. There's a crossover of really bad criminals in obsession with being a cop.
That's what used to get me so hooked into Criminal Minds, the early seasons of it, because that's what they would dip into. There would be a crime, and they'd go, well, this guy is going to embed himself. Go out there with this camera, act like you're taking photos of evidence because our guy's in that crowd.
Yeah.
And that would interest me, but then it turned into a soap opera after a while, the Criminal Minds show.
Yeah, I don't remember which murder it was, but they have that there's the one where it was a neighbor, and the news is out there, and this guy's just standing around, and the news is like, "Hey, who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, it's my neighbor. I can't believe what happened here." And he's just so weird about it. Spoiler alert, it was the murderer.
Well, they also like to stick around and hang out at the murder scenes to see what happens and try to
Let me see if I can find this real quick, because it's going to be a
type in a thesis.
Yeah. Well, no, I want to make sure that here it is. Oh, I found it. Wow. Well, see, I had to type in the right words.
Yeah.
Murderer interviewed by newscaster. Those were the words that got me the perfect delivery.
We're just trying to find out what
There's music too.
no one has seen her since Saturday. The last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time or anything like that?
No one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. You always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
This is the murder.
This is the murder.
She just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? What did you see?
She's as nice as can be.
Same person around. So that's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think they told him that they found the body or something. Hold on.
Law area. I know
The door was locked when everyone got here. We just don't know where she is.
He just starts freaking out.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Damn it, they found it.
Had you heard anything? Had you seen anything there?
He's freaking out.
Had you seen anything there? We don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? They took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay. Could you look any more guilty?
It's like my entire world just crumbled.
He's like, damn. He's like, I really thought I was killing the game here. I really. That's what it was. I think they found her in a parking lot or a dumpster near the apartment, and he didn't know that they had found anything yet. So, best to not murder anybody ever.
Good advice. That's good. Solid advice.
I think we could start there. But then if you do, just don't
be
talk.
better at it.
Yeah, get a lawyer and don't talk to the news. The biological parents of a baby at the center of an embryo mix-up have been identified, according to the attorneys for the Florida woman who gave birth to the infant. Tiffany Score and Stephen Mills sued the fertility center of Orlando and its head reproductive endocrinologist in January after learning that their newborn Shay was not genetically related to either of them. They're both white. They had undergone in vitro fertilization in Longwood, Florida, and decided to pursue genetic testing because their baby displayed the physical appearance of a racially non-Caucasian child. This month, an attorney representing the family said that DNA testing has revealed that Shay is 100% South Asian. Hatfield added that the clinic said it had identified one South Asian couple from 16 sets of potential parents whose egg retrieval and embryo transfer dates were right around the same time. In court documents, the defendants have not disputed that Score and Mills' baby should be, but is not, their genetic child. The actual parents, they say, are cooperating. The biological parents are cooperating. What an insane thing, because you've kind of raised the baby. You've raised the baby through the baby months a little bit. So are you ready to just give it away? Like, are you ready for just a straight up swap at that point?
I would say so, because you're going to get more attached to it. If you spend a little time, you better get rid of it before it gets too attached to you.
At that point, and this is such a bizarre scenario, Mo, that I don't even know that you could actually know per the law. Let's say that these people were obviously shocked that their supposed to be white baby was not white, but they've now raised it to a certain level and they are in love with it, and they're like, okay, this is our baby now. These people knew nothing for whatever reason, and they're like, hey, give us our baby. And they're like, no, this is our baby.
Right.
I mean, probably biologically is all you can really go by, right? I mean, a mistake is not enough to make it your baby.
Yeah, typically, obviously there's always a presumption that the woman who births the baby and that her husband are the parents of the child. But here there's evidence to rebut that presumption that the biological parents are somebody else. And so, it's not a situation that happens very often, obviously. I think typically the child does end up back with the biological parents just because of, biology.
Yeah.
And, that's just, there's no real carve out in the law at this point that says just because you carried the baby that it's automatically yours. But there's a massive lawsuit here against this fertility clinic.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, for all sorts of things. I mean, and for somebody to carry, just the psychological trauma, to carry a child for 9 months, think it's yours, give birth to it, only to find out it's not yours, and that this fertility clinic, massively messed up. It's going to be pretty interesting lawsuit, but also I think the damages there are going to be pretty significant.
I think this is primed for like a feel good. It's probably going to have to be at least 5-10 years down the road, like a feel good, almost a Disney movie where there's a little bit of an edge to it because of the legal ramifications. But what happens is these people have both fallen in love with their not baby so much, but they want their actual babies, that they all move into the same house together. They move into like a compound, and everybody raises each other's babies.
It's a great sitcom.
It's kind of a comedy, and it's the Asian family is played by Jackie Chan. He's the dad, and Ali Wong. That's the Asian family, and then the white family. I don't know why I just feel like it's Mark Wahlberg. It's the white family is Mark Wahlberg and Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, I like that.
And they're a little bit older. That's why they needed to do the in vitro.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of fun. It's like, and it's called, the name of the movie is That's Not My Baby.
That's Not My Baby. I like it.
And it's a feel good, heartwarming tale of when your baby's not yours.
Yeah.
But it is.
This is the television we need these days.
Dude, that is good.
It's what brings America back together.
Thank you. I feel pretty good about that.
I'd buy tickets to that.
Yeah, all right. Let's make it. Don't go anywhere. You want to hang for a little bit?
I got to run.
You got to run?
Yeah.
All right. He's
I
headed
have
to
a
Atlanta.
quest.
Oh, go.
For the movie, can the babies talk? Like, look who's talking.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That is actually pivotal.
Yes. Who's doing the voices, though?
All of a sudden now, I want this to be, I'm pivoting. I want it to be a cartoon now, I'm thinking.
Oh.
No.
I like the live action.
I like live action.
Yeah, but the babies are like CGI.
You can CGI baby.
I'm almost envisioning it like the babies, it's more like Toy Story. Like when the parents are away, the babies like pop up and like dance and walk around and like drink and smoke and stuff. Yeah. That would work. All right, deal. Don't go anywhere. Mo, we love you, buddy. Thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you guys.
He is Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com 866. Call MOE 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's Tampa's injury attorney, and he's our good buddy. Thanks for spending time with us. When we come back, I got a bunch of prizes to give away, and Diz sent me a great story. I think it was last week about a granny who was scammed. It's astonishing and it's wild the amount of people that are out there scamming people for their hard-earned dollars. This granny was not the one to mess with, but if you share your I got scammed story with us, we'll hook you up with some prizes coming up next on Senning Show. Don't go anywhere. Oh, it's also time to give away money. What'd you think of that one? You didn't think I was going to do it. This hour's keyword is credit. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app right now and enter credit before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. It's C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. If you get a phone call from a number you do not recognize, please answer it because it's probably the Prize Patrol telling you that you have won something. Shout us out if you do. They record it and we can play it back. Make sure you throw the Brown Thrasher some love. The Brooks and Dunner Radio, whatever you want to say. Vroom, vroom. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Tomorrow night, your Tampa Bay Lightning hit the road to take on the Montreal Canadiens. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. You can listen to every single playoff game right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Are you still running junk gear? Yep, it shows. This Saturday, April 25th, Vortex, Huxworks, and Strybog are taking over Shark Coast Tactical. Top-tier optics from Vortex, precision, clarity, no excuses. And Huxworks suppressors, cleaner, quieter, and built for people who actually know what they're doing. Reps will be on site, so stop guessing and get it right. They'll have deals and giveaways and a shop that does not mess around. They're often imitated, never duplicated. They're open slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily. They're on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota, or find them online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Get there on Saturday and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Be the Thunder and cheer on the Bolts this postseason at Benchmark International Arena. Single game tickets for all Lightning first round playoff home games are on sale now at Ticketmaster. This Lightning postseason is presented by Advent Health.
Wagwan Rastafari 420. It's your boy Bossman Dizzy for Kava Social Club. Kava Social Club's located down the road at 540 13th Street West, Bradenton. What you say? They open 24/7. Awa! 24/7. Freshly brewed kava and kratom. Kava is like you sip a little rum, but your head still clear and steady, badman. Check them online, thekavasocialclub.com or at the Kava Social Club on the IG. Kava Social Club. When you hear your family. Nope, that's not the line. What is it? Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Booka, book, nope. Boola Rastafari. That one sounded like a pirate in there. I don't know why I did that. Kava Social Club. Boola, baby.
Hey, it's Alex Flores from Furman Chevrolet in Brandon. You know, as a veteran, it's important to me that men and women who served our country always feel welcome here because you deserve it. And there's a reason we're #1 Chevy dealer in Tampa. At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to transparent pricing, no dealer add-ons, no inflated markups. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And from me personally to all my brothers and sisters who served in the armed forces, yes, you are always welcome here. Come see us on Adamo Drive or visit FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy of Brandon. Together, let's drive.
John Senning from Senning Show here, and the Tampa community means a lot to me. Let's be honest. Not every attorney you hear advertising actually lives here in Florida. Attorney Mo DeWitt does. Just call Mo isn't some out-of-state operation. Mo knows Florida. And I don't need to be an attorney to know that that really, truly matters. When you're dealing with an accident, that local knowledge can make a real difference. If you want a Florida injury attorney with deep roots in the state, just call Mo. If you're injured on the go, it's just
Just call MOE.com.
Eligibility and results may vary.
A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible. Using the latest technology, our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage now and visit our newest location in St. Petersburg. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-299-1100. 800-299-1100. That's 800-299-1100.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's Dan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I wish there was a way to know you're in your good old days before you've actually left them.
Welcome back to Senning Show. My name is John Senning. Thank you so much. 800-771-1025. If you got by a scammer, I want to hear the story. We'll give you prizes. We got Wu-Tang, Dave Matthews. We've got VIP for the New Metal Mayhem Friday night, which is going to be awesome. And I'll tell you the story that's going to get us into it with a grandma who attempted to turn the tables on the scammers. Wild Fork Foods. I am so grateful to be partnered up with Wild Fork because I love Wild Fork. I get all of my meats from Wild Fork, and I've got specific deals. Because I was thinking you could help me out with this. Emerald Lagasse style, when I throw out an item, you hit me with a bam afterwards. Are you ready? Right now, the wild savings are in effect. You can get whole young chicken, antibiotic free, for only $1.98 a pound. Bam! How about boneless bacon wrapped pork eye of round, only $2 each? Bam! You want some seafood, skinless Atlantic salmon portions, only $9.98 a pound. Bam! You're really good at this. You're really, really good. Let me give you some veggies. Broccoli florets, you get a pound, $3.28 a pack. Bam! You're really, really good. And these little cheese balls, the cheese rolls, whatever they call them, they're so delicious. You must try them. Only $4.98 a pack. Bam! A little late on that one. You did good. Hit them up online, wildforkfoods.com. You can get it delivered right to your front door, or just go shopping. St. Pete, West Chase, and South Tampa. Little programming note. This is our buddies Matt and Zach. They're going to, I believe, so they just flew into Kentucky. And they're going to join us at 2:30, but I texted and I said, are we good? And they said, we got in and crashed.
What?
Crashed out after our flight. So the more sleep, the better. Well, you're awake now.
Yeah.
Needless to say, hopefully 95% positive they're going to join us on the meat line, the special meat line, the meat boy line. But no questions asked. At around 2:30, we will debut the global premiere of the brand new song from Matt and Zach. I'm going to come out and say it right now. You know, they're up and coming. They really only have a few songs. I think this is my favorite Matt and Zach song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there is something about it. It's got a swag to it. It's got a funniness to it. And it's an absolute banger. I listened to it late last night. I put it on the big speakers, and I was clapping my cheeks all over the house. So they will join us at 2:30-ish, and we'll play you that new Matt and Zach right around that time.
Their stream
Dude,
promo so good, bro.
They're on another level. I really, really think that they are. Like I don't pay attention to every artist from every genre, but the way that they think and they just put themselves out there, I can't see with my own eyes any artists that kind of do it the way that they're doing. The first video that they did when they got the record deal with Law Records looked like it could have been produced by like a sitcom or something.
Yeah.
And this video, if you haven't checked it out yet, I put it up on my story at the John Senning. Dizzy's got it too, at Dizzy for Mayor. Is just it's so damn funny. Like it's when I was watching it the first time, I almost wondered, is what's happening what I think is happening? Like it took me a second,
Yeah.
and it absolutely is. So we love those guys, and they'll join us in just a little bit. But if you've been scammed, hit us up. I'll give you a prize. 800-771-1025. Scammers thought they were fooling another grandparent, but one granny in Ohio ultimately got the last laugh. I have the audio from the news story here to tell you exactly what happened. Now, she was honestly light on him. I think she probably could have gone harder.
Krista Willis got a call like many other senior citizens have been getting lately.
Because usually a scam says potential scam or something like this, but it was actually somebody's name with a telephone number.
Really? Was it a local number?
Yes, it was a 216 local number.
Willis was shocked at what the man on the other line said.
He says, I'm the deputy somebody. Your grandson was in an accident. He's at fault. And
out of all of there's a mental, as much as it's about the money, it's a mental game. Like you go after, what does a grandma love more than her grandchild?
Yep.
Like they find these little ways, whether you're preying on somebody's desire to find love and you find a way to hack them like that and they need to send you money so that you can be together, or something like this where they're telling a grandma something's going on with her grandson. Like the mental warfare is really, I mean, the money's bad too, but it's almost the worst part.
you need to pay his bond for him to get out.
He asked her to wire $5,000 immediately in order to keep her grandson, Eric, from being held in jail all weekend.
So grandparents are the targets because, quite frankly, in this instance, they have the money.
Susan Lacotte with the FBI in Cleveland says criminals are now using a playbook of tactics and tools after they connect via text or a phone call with a sympathetic grandparent who's compelled to help when they think their loved one is in trouble.
Well, maybe they're arrested, maybe they've been in an accident. Or
is your big mama, is she, you think that she would be like, not my baby, and she would help immediately? Or is she, you think she would think a little bit harder about it, be like, what's really going on?
Nah, Big Mama's ride or die. She'd have your boys back.
She'd be sending money immediately.
Perhaps stranded.
No, I was gonna say she was there when I got suspended on my first day, my first time in first grade, and she was riding for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
rightfully so.
She's like, "Is this a black thing?"
Yeah.
All while pressuring the grandparents with a sense of urgency.
Almost like, how can you live with yourself not giving me the money because your grandchild is going to be in jail for the weekend if you don't give me the money? That's just terrible.
But in Willis's case, this scammer was going after the wrong grandma.
And I'm like thinking to myself in the back of my head, this is going to be really cute because I know for sure my grandson is upstairs, but I'm going to go with this.
Knowing her 20-year-old grandson wasn't in a wreck or in jail, Willis was not going to fall for this. Not only because she knew he was home, but because she's also a member of the Cuyahoga County.
Dude, they got the wrong lady. For first of all, I think she was onto it. Secondly, the grandson was there with her, and she's a part of the town's scam squad. Like she's out there catching scammers just for fun.
Scam squad. She kept him on the phone trying to pry some information out of him.
I need to know your name so I can call you back. And he was like, Well, you don't need to know that information.
He also didn't specify which sheriff's department.
What an idiot. I have to say, professional scammer. How do you not have a name? How do you not have a jail? I mean, I would think down to the cell number and everything about it. You would, if this was your life, you would not be able to be so easily tricked by grandma.
Yeah, it's like you when you do your prank calls. You're prepared. You're ready for these questions they're going to throw at you.
It still didn't work. My prank call.
What do you mean your prank call didn't work?
It didn't work against you.
Oh, well, you weren't the one on the line.
That is true.
He was allegedly calling from. Lacotte says Willis did the right thing by asking questions before acting and not giving up the requested funds right away.
That first call that you make should be to the person who's reporting.
This is how you talk about you want to feed your family? I just, and then I just went off on him.
The tongue lashing went on for about 10 minutes, she said.
Who the hell's hanging on for 10 minutes? At the point you realize you've been caught, like who's sitting around to let Granny just cut a promo on you?
My tongue lashings last a lot longer. Wink, wink. Sorry.
You're approaching seniors.
From grandmas?
Working through
That's frail to get money. How is that okay? And he's like, well, you just don't understand. It's hard out here. And it's like,
dude, I mean, I have to say, of all the scammers in the world, she got the most bitch ass scammer ever. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Really? I'm like,
he gave you a sob story?
Oh, absolutely.
In the absence of an over-the-phone scolding like Willis was able to pull off, Lacotte says reporting it and quickly is very important and could.
Yeah, I don't know how many people. I feel like there was a time where the major scam we had to worry about was your credit card being stolen. Like whether it's from a skimmer, whether, however somebody gets your credit card information. And I was just always under the impression, I still am with that crime specifically, that people just never get caught. I think it's happening at such a rate. I think there are places who steal credit card information and then they go sell it to the next level of criminal. I wonder how often people that are perpetrating scams like this ever get caught, or if it's largely a crime where there's not a lot of people being punished for it because you can't find them after the fact.
Yeah, very rare, because aren't usually so we get scammed here. They're all the way in Arizona.
Whatever, and that would be the best case scenario.
Yeah,
sometimes I think they're in, Indonesia or, you can say it. Senning Show.
Stick to Chad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I couldn't remember where I heard that joke. And yeah. Thank you. That was perfect. Senning Show, you're live on the air. You get got?
I done got, boys. I done got.
Oh, man, it happened. It
You
happened.
sound like a dummy.
How did it happen? I shrill for you.
Thank you, brother. This was like a ticket scam. I was trying to go to Halloween, and I just sent it. I didn't have a ticket. I just started driving the 3 hours up north. I'm looking for a ticket on all the Facebook groups. And this guy's like, hey, I've got one, but I've got somebody here right now that will buy it cash. And I was like,
urgency.
Man,
I got to say, I mean, I'm not trying to rub it in. First red flag.
Yep.
Urgency, never a good thing. Never do it now or the deal is gone.
Yep. And I should have known right then. But so I went ahead and sent him the full, I think it was either $450 or $100.
Wow.
And he's like, all right, I'll be waiting for you at the front gate. And then I get there and just radio silence. So I'm like, kind of realizing what happened, going through it. And somebody's like, oh, damn, that just happened. They're like, here you go. Here's an extra band.
Oh, and you got a ticket just as a courtesy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess,
it all worked out.
Right in the world.
It all worked out in the end. What was your name again, dude?
Cody.
Yeah, and I think there is something that's kind of messed up about it. Diz and many others, most probably, would use the word stupid, or you got however you want to frame it.
Yeah.
I think there's something about the people that are uber trusting. Like this guy, he hits you up. I don't know if you guys had a back and forth. Did he tell you why he had to get rid of the tickets?
No, he just had it listed on it was like the Halloween, page or whatever. And that's what it came down to. I was like, man, this is just some hippie that's like trying to have some beer money. I'm just a hippie, like trying to believe in people. And then lo and behold,
you can't.
You can't.
Hey, hang tight. I'm going to give you something when we go to break.
Yeah, we're not really, though. Get this idiot to stay on the line.
I'm going to see if he'll send us money. I'll be like, hey, you got to send us your credit card. When I put his information, I'm like, let me get the credit card and your social real quick.
What's the security code?
Dude, tickets, it's a hellscape out there for tickets. Like to every and any event, if you have like the last thing that pops into my head, but it's everywhere, is like when Zach Bryan was here, I had clicked on some Facebook group that was like a big like tailgate group, and they were posting like, we're gonna meet here and we're gonna do this, and those posts were all just filled with, hey, got a couple extra tickets, got an just got an extra ticket, or I can't go last minute, and that's 99.99% all just scammers. There was a concert just on a whim I thought I wanted to go to, and I was an idiot for doing this. It was in Wyoming or something. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was a big country festival, and as soon as I heard about it, it was already sold out. So I got on like a Facebook group, and I said, hey, I'm looking for a pair of tickets. Dude, I think it was like almost 6-8 months out. Every day after that, I would get 30 different DMs from people. Hey, you still looking for tickets? Like the amount of people that were out there trying to sell tickets, and then I think it's just I don't know who those people are, if they're part of a bigger operation or if it's just individuals, but the ticket game, it really is. If you're not getting them from Ticketmaster or a super reliable secondary market that's going to, like, anytime I've done tickets from like a StubHub or anything, I still get worried. I still get worried that, and they give you your money back at least. But
they do?
Oh, yeah, they like a lot of their stuff is insured. But if you go somewhere, you travel somewhere to go to a show, you still don't have tickets. Yeah, like they might get you your money back, but then you're just standing outside with your
in Wyoming, nothing to do.
Hand. Dude, it was like in the mountains, dude. It was gonna be really cool.
No, that sounds pretty cool for what you were going for. I'm just saying, like if you
if I was there,
just in the mountains,
I would just go lay under a tree or something like that. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Did you get got?
Yeah, yes.
Who's this?
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I'll try to do this as quick as possible. This will help people that like to deliver with all the major delivery companies, fast food and all that. But so whenever you have an account with those companies, you have your payment every week. If you do an automatic payment like on a Sunday night, so say you make a couple $100 during the week, and then you let it cash out into your account, it goes into your account automatically.
Okay.
Well, there is a scam. And I almost fell for it. I did get scammed by it. But whenever you pick up a delivery, it may say anybody kind of a strange name. Any kind of name could come up. But there was a delivery that said Testo, and the delivery went to a house that was for sale, and there was nobody living there. So right away it was kind of strange, like, why am I coming to a house with nobody there?
What were you delivering? Do you remember?
Sorry?
What were you delivering to this house?
Like fast food.
Okay.
So I called and said, hey, I have this delivery, but there's nobody at this location. It's nobody lives there. It says for sale. They go, oh, no, you are on a test. It says Testo. This is a test. You have won a $50 cash payment.
Oh, my God.
For this test. Okay? So in order for you to get the $50, we need you to punch in these codes into your account.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so they say it'll go into your account tonight. And this was on a Sunday, which is they know that that's when all the accounts get paid out. So they try to get you on that Sunday night right when your account loads out. So I did it. And then it was before the time. And then by the time I talked to my wife and we started thinking about it, they were like, no, this is a scam. You need to go in there and take all those numbers out and rechange it, in which I did before midnight. And I did not lose my money.
Oh, wow. Good. That's crazy. See, that's like a crazy, like it's so insane to me. And I always talk about this when we're talking scams. Like the world isn't an easy place. It's not easy to go find a job and work every day. But the amount of time and thought that goes into it, like they are working. Like if they put in as much time as they did into stealing other people's money, they could probably perfect a craft or end up learn something and get a great job. Like the thought process and then the actual work of it all, it's so damn much. It's like you're working a job, you're just taking other people's money.
And the hardest part about it for me is I don't know how they got connected to the company's number. So like when you called the company to report this, it was the scammer on the phone, not the legitimate
Oh, that's next. That's next level scammery right there. Joe, I got something for you. You wanna hang on for a minute?
Yeah, and if I hang up, it just means I don't think I would be able to do the concerts or the event. So you can pass it on to someone else. But I think you would like that info.
Yeah,
that'll help people.
For sure.
Hey, I have another great story that I wanted to express with you, but I'd have to do it in another day. Let's do it
another day. I got full phone lines and Ryan Blaney for the win at Talladega. Let's see. Yeah, that's if they can make you think that your company is rewarding you with something, there's no such thing as a good scam because they're all bad, but that one's pretty good. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Ray. What's going on, guys?
Ray, what up, buddy?
Not much, man. Hey, last time Morgan Wallen was in Tampa, I bought a family pack of 4 that everybody wanted to go see. I paid like $350 a ticket.
Oh.
And we went down there, tailgated for most of the day. It didn't even occur to me
How did you get the tickets? Like, was it from a Facebook post?
I did go through Ticketmaster. Yeah.
You went through Ticketmaster?
Yeah.
So it was like it must have been like the secondary element of Ticketmaster.
Yeah. So when I don't know what happened. I just bought Ticketmaster, got the good seats, thinking I was doing the right thing. A big surprise. Kept it a surprise the whole weekend until we went to go get some lunch, and then we pulled up into the parking lot, and they're like, no way. And I'm like, yeah. So we go up to scan the barcode, and they're like, it's not working. I'm like, what?
That's
so I went to guest services, stood in like a 30-minute line, of course, like sitting there, and then finally I get up to the window, and they're like, oh, no, somebody's already redeemed your tickets.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, somebody's redeemed your tickets. I'm like, okay, well, let's march in there and see who's sitting in my seat.
Good call.
They weren't willing to help you with that venture?
No, obviously not. So by the time I call Ticketmaster, of course, the day of event, no one's going to answer the phone for you. So 30 minutes of phone calls, now an hour past time show, I finally just decide, you know what? Let's just buy some cheap-ass tickets, and we'll just all go. So I'm literally trying to get in the venue at the cheapest amount so I can find out who's sitting in my seat.
Oh, God. Did you make it to your seats?
Dude, I'm telling you, I bought four tickets at like $65 all the way at the top of freaking Ray J and up there. And I'm sitting up there going, bro, how do I? So the ushers wouldn't let me pass.
Oh, you couldn't get to your good seats.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, dude, I was trying to get like a freaking telephone. Hey, see if you can find out somebody sitting down there.
Hey, pass it on. I need you to pass it all the way down to row 11. You're in my seat, mother effer.
Yeah, no, the people that had floor seats, I'm like, hey, where are you sitting? Do me a favor. Go to this seat right here and see who's sitting in there. I'll give you $100 right now.
That's savage. Did you get your money back from Ticketmaster?
No, they said because someone redeemed my seats.
I almost wonder if you can you like steal somebody's tickets digitally? Like if I've got my tickets like in my wallet or something, the wallet on your phone.
Yeah.
Can you like scan it or something and take it?
The same way people take credit cards.
Yeah, something like, because that's just crazy.
They were trying to tell me it's where I messed up. I didn't move them to my wallet or whatever. I'm like, well, I don't know, dude.
Well, that shouldn't mean you losing. But, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I'm sorry you didn't get to fight the people that were in your actual seats. But thank you for the story. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody else who got scammed. But we need to step aside for a moment so we can welcome in our buddies Matt and Zach. They've got a brand new song. I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited for people to hear it. They actually, it's funny, Diz, they did it at the meet day. They performed it at the meet day, and I remember hearing it there and going, damn, I don't believe I've heard this before. This is really cool. This is really good. And then sure enough, it's their newest single. They'll hopefully join us on the Meat Boy hotline when we get back, and we'll play it for you. Don't go anywhere. More Senning Show coming up next. It's getting a little toasty. Summer is coming. Before you know it, we'll be watching spaghetti models, wondering what if? Is anything coming this way? Well, one thing you shouldn't have to worry about is your home and protecting your home with hurricane impact windows. And you got to go with Reese Windows Indoors. This is a family-owned business. They've been doing it for over 50 years. And all of their products are made in America. They come with a double lifetime warranty, which means when you sell your home, the warranty transfers along with it. That's going to increase the value of your home. And who doesn't want to do that these days? And they want to give you an opportunity to get $25,000 in new windows. All you got to do is text WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129. You can also get a free quote at reesewindows.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we've been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot, $30 billion and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Hey, it's Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. During the Stingray Difference Sales event, they're making room for summer inventory with one-time pricing below market value. Plus, the Stingray Difference means you can trade up for less. They're paying top dollar while values are high. Keep the cash or use it to trade up and save even more. But don't wait. The best will sell fast. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at janicelive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I'm sorry, I love you. I don't even know you. I was thinking you could kiss my face. I'm sorry, that's perfect. I don't even know you.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Thank you for being here. Watch the program. YouTube, 102.5 The Bone. You'll see that little light is glowing red. Click on it, and you'll be in the vroom room watching Senning Show. Thank you to everybody who does that every single day. We've got something exciting. You may know these voices as the two hottest hunks on the music scene. They took International Meat Day by storm, and momentarily we're going to have a global premiere of their brand new track that will technically be released tomorrow, but right now on the Meat Boy Hotline, the legendary Matt and Zach. You guys.
Hello?
Hey,
what's up? Hey, what's up?
You sons of bitch. I knew you were doing that. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that to me. How we doing, boys?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. Where in the hell are you? Are you in? Did you tell me you're in Kentucky?
We are in Kentucky currently. Yes.
What the hell? What's in Kentucky?
It's a good save. We are playing like a corporate-y event for Land Rover.
Oh wow! How? I don't know. You know people at Land Rover?
Yeah, we're kind of a big deal like that sometimes.
I can tell. I feel like we all had that fun day at International Meat Day, and then we really haven't talked or seen each other since. I did want to ask you because I was repeatedly bringing you guys shots throughout the event.
Yes,
how high would you get outside of the zone of the buzz that you normally like to have on stage?
Actually, I remember taking it pretty easy, to be honest with you.
Okay, good.
I remember it was a really hot day, and that kind of played into the algorithm there, and it kind of multiplied it for me a little bit. But I had a great time. We had a blast.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But actually, wait, John, I did need to ask you, John. And it's completely fine and whatever. But I do want to let you know that you have let us down, John.
All right. I'm prepared for that. I feel like I've always been there for you guys through thick and thin, and I like to consider myself. You guys told me once that I was a pivotal part of your operation as your new manager. Is there a pay issue? Is your schedule not up to your liking? I mean, I got you guys this Land Rover gig. What else do you want?
Here, hold on.
Well, here's the thing: is you just said we haven't even spoke since the Meat Day Festival. That doesn't sound like a great manager, John.
Well, I don't like to. The best managers, they work from afar. They don't intermingle too much with the talent. Where we move in silence. So I'm always cutting backdoor deals for you guys and just looking out for what's best. But I know that you're writing music. I know you're probably building up to an album, and I don't want to mess up the process.
Oh. Well, you should have said that because unfortunately, in the meantime, we did make Dizzy our active manager.
Oh, it's true. That's probably better. I can consult with him if he finds himself in a pinch. I'll be there to talk him through it. But that's probably best. I do have a lot on my plate right now, so this is a win-win-win for everybody.
They're actually opening for the BET Awards.
Oh, the BET Awards,
dude, that's so perfect and on brand. I love it. Excited.
That is perfect. So I'm looking in front of me right now. I have the brand new single "Listen to My Music," which I late last night when I got it, I put it on the big speakers and I shook my ass all over my house. I heard it at the International Meat Day and it caught my ear. Where were you guys when you wrote this? And tell us a little bit of the backstory behind the new track we're going to bump momentarily.
Yeah. So this is we've been doing the bar gigs for like a better half of 10 years now. And so we kind of sat down at my house one day and it flowed out within, I would say, like 30 seconds. We had the entire song pretty much finished. And we were like, it was just a lot of frustration of just all those people yelling the wonderful songs that you know and love, like Freebird or Wonderwall or Hotel California.
Yeah, and we were, I mean, it's much worse than that. It's people that are like, can you play something we can dance to? And we didn't ask for this. Play something we know that we can sing and just things, dude. It's like
it's been happening so much.
Yeah,
lately.
when you're like, I mean, like Matt said, we've came up in this bar scene so much. When you're so deep in there, people are kind of savages sometimes. So we were at Matt's house. We were like, let's write a song. I remember we just started like talking about that frustration. We probably just got off a gig that was sucked or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it is interesting too because you guys have it. You have toes in both worlds, and now being on Law Records and eventually an album coming and all of that, and still simultaneously doing the bar gigs for people who might not, for some dumbass reason, be there to see you. It's like you've got the best and or worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
We're kind of like Hannah Montana a little bit.
Are you guys both with ladies? I know everybody have girlfriends still.
We're both with Lady.
We are both with Lady.
I was just gonna, because I know a lot of these shows you guys do, especially down south in Florida, a lot of hot cougs out there. And you guys you guys are a prime feast for a cougar on a Saturday night.
And those cougars are hunting, brother.
They are definitely hunting.
Are your ladies like prepared? Like, do they are they prepared for the future? Like, are they gonna be ride with you to the top?
To the top, baby.
I mean, that's the plan. I hope so. Unless we bug them too much.
Yeah, it could just be an us problem.
It might be. Once the tour's announced and you start getting the festival gigs, and I'll be here and Diz will be here as your manager to keep your ego in check. But sometimes these rock stars, they change, dude.
Well, I don't know if you've heard our song, I Won't Change.
Oh, that is true. You do have a song.
That is true.
You'd have a song, so it'll be tougher for you to change. So you're in Kentucky tonight? Is this gig tonight?
It's tomorrow and Saturday.
And then what's did I see you guys are doing some dates on the East Coast, or did those already happen?
Already happened.
Oh yeah, how were they?
They were great, phenomenal. It's really crazy, man, because like, you know, like we just said, we've been doing it a really long time, and we're at this point now after being a band for 2 years and kind of playing all over the place. And locally, we've got fans that come out a lot and know our stuff and really love us. Yeah. But it's crazy when we're traveling now, because when we were on the East Coast, at both shows we had like upwards of 20-30 people there in our merch, like yelling the lyrics to our songs. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really crazy, actually. Yeah, let us like stay at their house with like a big pool. We were up drinking beers, chilling in the pool with like our new fans, and it's just a great feeling. So,
if I may, Diz, I don't want to overstep, but guys, pretty soon, definitely when the album drops, we're gonna have to cut back on the staying in the fans' homes.
Yes,
it's a safety concern. It's a HIPAA concern. Some of these fans, they're looking for a money grab. Next thing you know, I got a dude calling me, telling me, Matt and Zach pulled down my pants and kissed my butt when I wasn't, like, just stuff like that. So we're gonna probably in the next 6 months have to nip that in the bud, guys.
John, Matt woke up with no spleen.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I feel fine.
I will also say the video that you guys put out, the stream video, that is you're setting the bar very high for your online content. And if you have not seen it, it's on both Diz and I's story on Instagram. It's damn fine work. And I really, all jokes aside, I do hope and think that you guys have that thing where there's like no pretentiousness and you guys don't take yourself too seriously, to where you can do this legitimately high quality comedy material while also being really good at what you do. So good work on that stuff.
Hey, thank you, bro.
I don't know if you saw the reel we posted today, but it was me crashing out, so that might answer your question.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I got to see that one.
And I like that. I like, Matt, that you're not afraid to put yourself into a vulnerable position for the cause.
I don't know if you heard the beginning of it, but I said, Bubba, this is the second time I've caught you today.
My favorite part might just be Bubba. Hey, Bubba.
Yeah, dude. So good.
All right, what do you think? Can we global premiere this brand new track? Listen to My Music. Are you ready?
Oh, dude, yes, we're so ready.
All right, I'm going to turn down your guys' volume and I'm going to bump it. These are our dear friends. You might know them. You might have seen them at the Beach Bash last summer. Freshly signed to Law Records. Tons of big stuff coming. I love this song. I think it's fun. I think it's also got a little bit of swag, a little bit of putting their nuts on your face, which I always appreciate. Here it is. Listen to My Music. Brand new, unreleased. You'll be able to stream it everywhere you get your music tomorrow. Listen to My Music by Matt and Zach.
Oh, you guys want Freebird? Matt, we know Freebird. I need a beat, need a kick and a snare. Run it back like the curls of my hair. Need a loop pedal. Rice, give me a mic so I can start to spit, catch a vibe. Make the people come, jumping up and down. These guys are fun. So fun. Yeah, Becky, that's right. I've worked at this and my is tight. I said playing the bars like every night. Brushing off drums, yelling, hear the crowd moan and go. When I say I'm in a plate and that bitch, that I strum these strings and your eyes light up. Where the f can I find that? Take out a 20, throw it on up. Ask for a sticker to stick on the truck. I won't sing Eagles for you, or Neil Diamond too. I won't sing Wonderwall, Simon and Paul, or Freebird, it's true. You'll have to listen
listen to my music.
It'll get in your head.
You'll have to listen to my music.
You'll be singing in bed.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
You'll have to listen to my music.
Yo, that's Matt is that.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Jump, jump.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Bump, bump.
You'll have to listen to my music. Listen to the music I write. You'll have to listen to the music I write. Singing these songs, trying to make these tips. I've been working hard, trying to make it big. But it seems you only ever wanna hear it. I won't sing Eagles for you, or Neil Diamond too. I won't sing Wonderwall, Simon and Paul, or Freebird, it's true. You'll have to listen to my music.
It'll get in your head.
You'll have to listen to my music.
You'll be singing in bed.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
You'll have to listen to my music.
Yo, that's Matt is that.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Jump, jump.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Bump, bump.
You'll have to listen to my music. Listen to the music I write. You'll have to listen to the music I write. You may think you'll have no fun, but then you'll realize that we eat and leave no crumbs. We're just two dudes making noises with mouths and thumbs.
Yeah, okay, you're sick. You know the hotel California?
I won't sing Eagles for you, or Neil Diamond too. I won't sing Wonderwall, Simon and Paul, or Freebird, it's true. You'll have to listen to my music.
It'll get in your head.
You'll have to listen to my music.
You'll be singing in bed.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
You'll have to listen to my music.
That's Matt is that.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Jump, jump.
You'll have to listen to my music.
Bump, bump.
You'll have to listen to my music. Listen to the music I write.
Oh, yeah.
You'll have to listen to the music I write.
Great job. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very nice job. Solid. Yeah.
Solid.
I love it. I love it. That deserves a.
Yeah.
I did.
Thank you,
dude. Absolutely. What a great so that hook is it's hard to not get stuck in your head. Yeah, and I just love. There's something almost rap, hip hop, something about you guys dropping your name in the hook that I love. That I love so much. It's a very, very fun song, and I think people are going to absolutely love it.
Beach drive music, pre-drink music. Yep. It just gets you in the mood to have fun.
It really does. You've done it. You've done it again, boys. Congratulations. I hope everybody streams it starting tomorrow or tonight at midnight, however you want to look at it. Matt and Zach, listen to my music. I will tell you this, since I'm out as the manager, Diz got me a bongo drum from the Bahamas, and I've been playing it all day, every day on the show. Maybe next time we're all in the same place at the same time, you guys let me sit in and rip the bongo a little bit on a track.
Heck yeah,
absolutely.
I look forward
Jam
to
session
that.
with the boys.
Yeah, a little. Hopefully, you guys got nothing on the books in St. Pete right now, right?
I don't believe so, but it will happen sooner than later for sure.
Yeah, we need to change that. Well, we absolutely love you. Thank you for making time. I know you sleepy boys. You got one bed in the hotel room or two?
We got 2 beds.
Okay, good. That is good. But get a little rest. Enjoy performing for the Land Rover folks, and I look forward to holding you close sometime sooner than later.
Ooh, we love you, dude. Thank you so much for playing the song.
Oh, of course. Matt and Zach, hit them up on your social media and stream the brand new song. Listen to my music over and over and over and over and over.
Share it on your social. Tag the boys.
Yeah. All right. We love you guys. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Right, love you. Goodbye.
Night.
Take care, Bubba.
Night, Bubba. Good night, Bubba. Yeah, that's there's something so funny about like dropping your name like that I just feel like not tons of artists do.
Yeah.
And I heard Sturgill Simpson, he's a country guy, kind of outlaw. He did an interview where he made this album that was just so different. And they said, well, what made you do this? He goes, well, I was listening to a bunch of rap at the time. And he goes, I just realized that like country artists and other genres, they don't put themselves over as much as rappers and hip hop guys do. And they should. And something about, putting yourself over and hyping yourself up in a song and dropping your name, I think is very, very cool, especially in that genre.
The boys got something, man. They know how to cook. They're bringing that flavor. I love them, man. They're so fun.
I can't wait to see what's next, just because obviously they're writing and they're still kind of doing their bar gigs and stuff. But I would imagine sometime later in the summer they'll be on a major tour, and
of course,
we can only hope that they'll remember us when it's all said and done.
If you were booking them and you thought this is the perfect people for them to open up for, who would you book?
Oh, that's a good question. They definitely have because of the 2-man element and the loop machines and stuff, and I know that they're big fans of them. The easy answer would be Little Stranger in that world. But I also think that they fit in, like, obviously, no offense to them, too big, but I think you start getting into like almost the beachy kind of Jack Johnson singer-songwriter. Like, I think they'd be great on a bill with Dylan Catrone, and like them on that Surfer Girl tour would be great as well. So I think they've got crossover appeal. Like they write songs that I feel like you could hear on the radio.
Yeah, I would love to hear them doing one of the bigger stages at Reggae
next year is, I would say I don't want to jinx anybody, but I would think it's pretty damn possible at this point.
Yes, with all this great music they're putting out right now, absolutely.
Check them out, Matt and Zach. Listen to their music and listen to the song. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, we will fire up John's Joints. Lots to get to today. Let me take a peek at what's going on in the world. I don't know if there's anything good. Dude, we had the discussion yesterday about the SNAP benefits and them not letting fine folks have their Welch's grape juice and the Arizona tea.
Yeah.
There is another food item that you cannot get with your SNAP benefits. And senators, the Senate, this one specific food item, they're trying to create a bill to ensure that people on SNAP benefits can get this one food item. Oh. And I'll tell you what it is next. We also have some really, really good, hopefully really, really good weed news, which isn't something we can say every day, and the documentary that was released yesterday.
Oh, the Hogan?
I watched it last night.
Oh, you did?
Oh, God. We'll talk about it. I've got some repressed trauma, I've realized, regarding the Hulkster. So we'll talk about all that and a bunch more. Coming up next in John's Joints, we'll be joined by Drew Garabo. Keep it locked right here to 102.5 The Bone. Hawkins Home Service Co. I'll keep telling the story because they saved my bootay last week when they came out and got my air conditioner working in a pinch. And they're buttoned up. Everything about them is so tight-laced. Well, like getting the text that your technician is on the way with a picture of them, and you can click on a little link for their background check. They show up. They put the little booties on their feet so they don't mess up anything in your home. Everything is very, very professional, and it's not just HVAC. You don't need to go around thumbing through the yellow pages or Googling a bunch of stuff to find help with the pool, electric, plumbing, and the air conditioning, because they really do it all. And if it's your first time using them and you heard about them right here on The Bone, let them know, because that's 10% off right there, and you can book online. Check them out, hawkinsserviceco.com. John's Joints on the way.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 20. It's the 20th anniversary. And that means we're making this cruise 20 times better than anything you've ever done before in your life. Results subject to personal interpretation. Calta Cruise 20 departs from Tampa on April 1st, 2027 for a 4-night cruise on the Royal Caribbean Jewel of the Seas, heading to Cozumel. On Calta Cruise 20, we'll have a comedy show from Mike's #1 best friend, comedian comedian Robert Kelly, a live concert from the Mike Calta Show band Pitbull Toddler, and more surprises to be announced. Cabin start at only $770. You can put your deposit down now with Diane from Accent on Travel by emailing caltacruise@gmail.com. Do it now, and you'll get an early booking bonus. Book by May 15th, and you'll get a $50 onboard credit. For more information, go to theboneonline.com. Calta Cruise 20, presented by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. And 102.5 The Bone.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have new Sportage and Sorrentos with 0% APR. Plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or a new Telluride. Just $449 per month. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Sometimes you just need a change in life. If you're working a job you hate, if you're regretting your career choice, how about the world of aviation maintenance? Working on jets and planes and flying objects and being trained right here in beautiful Clearwater, tinkering and doing hands-on work. The National Aviation Academy will not only have you trained in just months, but you'll be entering the workforce in no time. Change your life and make the decision today, and check them out at naa.edu.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes. They refer you out for estate planning. They refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning, once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Mike Calta here for the Golden Diamond Source. April means one thing, Diamond Days, and they're taking over. We're talking up to 20% off diamond jewelry all month long. And listen, if you've got old, broken, or unwanted jewelry just sitting around, bring it in. With gold prices at record highs, you could trade it in and upgrade into something that you actually want. And let me be clear, at the Golden Diamond Source, they sell only natural diamonds because if it's real love, it should be a real diamond. That's something that was made in a factory a week or two ago. And first-time buyers, this is perfect for you. They'll walk you through the 4 C's, show you every shape, every style, and put you in front of one of the largest selections of diamonds in all of Tampa Bay. And here's the part you're going to love. 0% financing for up to 5 years. $5,000, that's about $83 a month. It's Diamond Days at the Golden Diamond Source all April long. Stop by and get in there and see for yourself the selection that they have. When you're looking for a diamond, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
It's the love you give only at Golden Diamond Source.
Hey, it's JP. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day. It's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on the bone. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
The Senning Show. It is time for John's Joints. We roll them up. You smoke them down.
Nailed it.
Yep. We try to bring you the biggest news stories, the most interesting, and much, much more. We call them the Joints. Started many years ago on Drew Garabo Live, and we've kept it going right here on Senning Show. And this hybrid that you get every afternoon. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. And that is Drew R. Garabo, celebrating that anniversary right along with the Bone being talk itself. How's it feel, big guy?
14 years of this radio station being all talk and no action.
It really is. It's crazy. Like we were both talking about just from when we got here. It's crazy that the Bone hadn't really been talk that long before we got here. Does it feel like time has flown by, or when you look back to the early days of the Bone being all talk, does it feel like another world and another lifetime ago?
Does it make sense if I say both?
I think it does. Okay. I think a lot of things are like that, where when you think of specific things, it feels like another world, but then time just flies.
Yesterday, a guy called with one of my first, it might have been my very first topic on In Your Face. And I remembered exactly where I was sitting when that happened, what this studio looked like. Because you remember, they just redesigned the studio, 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, it didn't
now.
look like this?
Well, I will tell you, that was this by the time I got here.
Oh.
So that was, so it must have been whatever that former studio was like.
So you were never in the Dove when we had...
No, when I started here, this studio
was the
studio.
Dove?
While they were remodeling this studio, we had to do our shows from the Dove.
Oh, wow.
Like it was easy for me. I'm a one-man show, but imagine like then the Cowhead show, now the Mike Calta show, jamming in the Ann Kelly room.
I will say, this studio, I don't know that we take it for granted, but when you see even major radio operations in little closet-like studios, when people walk in here that are either in radio, have been in radio, or haven't seen anything, damn, this is an impressive, huge area and just a huge room, which we deserve.
I don't disagree with you. I just feel like when it comes to decor, it's underutilized. I feel like we could be themed better.
Oh, the decorate everything. Yeah. It's a big, nice room. What it looks like and what's going on in here, I can't necessarily vouch for. But
like, there's literally nothing.
Yeah. That's.
But do we need anything? I don't know.
I think you could.
It spruce it up a little bit.
Like a window to the to Bone TV, and like you could talk on a mic through there.
That would be great.
So
but
dope.
Not to say, the grass is greener. But you look at what they just did to the Magic Studio, where I don't know why nobody has.
Insane.
I don't know why that has never been thought to do something like that in here.
Wait, what do you?
Well, all the walls are like yellow and purple, and they have the logos of the station from floor to ceiling. Like it would be. I feel like we could do. Every other studio has essentially some sort of identity, and the station is prevalent. And this, I think back to when we had one of those vinyl signs that we would come and hang, and then at one point, I think even before that. Because there was the Mike Calta show sign was behind
until I broke the C.
Everybody,
you broke it.
I leaned my chair back and it hit the sign. The sign dropped and the C fell out. So for every show it was the Mike Alta show.
Yeah, that's why when the show went viral with the Mia Khalifa stuff, the quote everywhere not only was not contributed to Drew in the show, but it was the Mike Alta show because the C had fallen at that.
I managed to screw everybody at the station.
Yeah. It was like nobody got it. Nobody got a run. Not the person who had the segment. Not the sign. Nobody. But
I effed everybody.
I remember when that happened, and I was randomly on World Star, and I saw a drink go, "Oh,
Yeah.
look at you on World Star."
That's such a funny. That's such a funny. Do you have one moment that you feel like sticks out more than any other moment of something you've done on the air in all these years?
Yeah, and it's.
I have one. I'm curious if it's yours.
Probably not, because personally for me, having Xander on last week was the single. Oh, and my family for the 50th.
Okay. I was thinking in a different realm.
What
than
were
that,
you? What were you thinking?
No, I was not giving credence to like the personal touches like that.
Yeah,
I was thinking about remembering where I was and listening when you helped that lady that was being beaten by her boyfriend get to the dude. It was insane. It went on for like an hour. This woman called, and I do not know how to this day, called about something random, and Drew picked up on something, and he goes, "What's going on? Something's wrong." And she ends up spilling her whole story about how her boyfriend or man was roughing her up and she didn't feel safe in her home. Drew talked her through it, got her to walk up the block to the police where they eventually recovered her. And this was all on the air live.
Oh, wow.
And he was with her.
Yeah, News did a story on it. It was crazy.
How long ago was this?
Many years, probably 11 or 12.
Oh, because I was going to say 10 years here. Do not remember that.
No, it was probably maybe even right before I started or maybe right when I started.
Yeah, I just have this sense sometimes when someone's like not quite telling me what they want to tell me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And
hiding something.
Yeah, and she had said something about her arm being injured and blah, blah, blah.
That's what it was. But the topic was random.
Yeah, she just called to call in about a topic.
And it was something about her arm.
And I said, how did you hurt your arm? And she made up some story. I'm like, you're not telling me the truth. And she's like, no. And so in talking to her, I found out she and her boyfriend were both on meth. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, Pasco.
And she admitted it was. And she admitted that he had broken her arm or wrist or whatever. And so I had Kayla call Pasco County Sheriff's Department on the other line, and I got her to kind of give me landmarks as to where they were, and the cops were listening too. And so I said, hey, up there, the cop said, get her to go to this church up there on the right. I said, walk up there to this church on your right, and there's some people there who want to talk to you. And right then you heard the cops like take her in, and she starts crying. I'm just like, I lost it. I'm just like, oh my God, what just happened?
And obviously the happy ending is the best part, but I remember listening and the tension, because she was with him, so she's almost like having to speak in code. She's almost like having to speak in code, and you can hear him in the background kind of like, what are you doing, what the hell's going on?
She's like, I'm ordering pizza.
Yeah, and it was dude, it was high tension with a happy ending. That
I love that. We went from that for John being like, Jojo, read this story to the prisoners.
Yeah, look at all the goodwill that
we're many things to many people, Diz.
Look at I'm
ruined.
sorry, Jiz. Look what I've ruined. All the goodwill put out there. I've ruined it in just a year and a half.
No, you have not. No, it's been awesome, and like the overarching proudest thing for me is your ascension here in the last 12 years. I mean, I wrote it this morning, to be one of the Bones' biggest fans, to sending an unread message on Facebook to a host that you admired, only to have him not read it, me. And then to find your way here and to build a brand like you have, not just a show, but a brand. It's a homegrown success story, man. And every day I tell you this, I'm your biggest fan, dude. I love listening so damn much.
I appreciate it, man. And I've told you a million times, if I don't know that there are many hosts in the world that let people kind of flourish and come up underneath them the way that you did, and you let me be me, and we're still going today, brother.
Yeah, man, we still are. This is my favorite hour of the day right here, and you did it all yourself. It was just a pleasure to sit back and watch it. Gay Wad.
February 1st, 2013.
That was the broken arm story?
No, that was my message sent to you.
February what?
February 1st, 2013.
And when did he read it?
He read it on the air in probably 2019, 2020.
I'm just going to say this in my own defense. When someone, you get a notification that you have a message request from someone who's not a Facebook friend. You didn't used to get a notification. It would just go to a folder that nobody even read called the message request folder.
But you want to know what we should find
and
one
we
day?
weren't Facebook friends, so I didn't.
But we should find one day is the moment. So we're doing the show in like 2019, 2020, and I was sending him something on like a link or something on Facebook Messenger, and I had never sent him anything on Facebook before, and I go to the Facebook Messenger and I see it. It's in front of me, the message that I had sent 7 years before went unread. Hey, Drew.
Oh, God.
I'm not really sure this is the best way to get in touch with you.
It's not.
But I figured I would give it a shot. My name is John Senning. I graduated from CSB in 2009. I worked for 106.5 CTQ in Sarasota as a promotions assistant and eventually got weekends on the air. They made some changes and cut everyone. It made me jaded and... Who speaks like this? It made me, I was probably trying to impress you with words.
You did.
It made me jaded and disenchanted regarding my future in radio. It's been almost 2 years, and returning to radio is all I think about. I know you were much more established at the time, but had a similar hiatus. I'm a huge fan of what you do and would love to be a part of it. I'm willing to get in there as an intern or whatever it takes. I would like to talk. I'd like to talk to you more about my goals and experience. Thanks for your time, Drew. With my phone number.
So by the time I read that, John had already been kicking ass on my radio program for several years. So
crazy.
Did you just DM me?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Everything happens as it's supposed to.
Right.
Imagine you had 3 more years of working with Seth and being part-time.
It probably wouldn't have worked. It probably wouldn't have worked. And what's crazier is I believe on top of that, sometime shortly after that, they were looking for interns, and I had got in touch with Kayla, and I was supposed to come in and interview with Kayla for an internship, and we were living in Leesburg, and Danielle's grandpa passed away. So we had to go up there like on a whim. And I reached out to Kayla and I said, I'm so sorry. My girlfriend at the time, grandpa passed away. We have to go to Georgia for the weekend. Can I please come in next week? Never responded back to me ever again. And it was not for a while.
Did you think it was a missed opportunity? You're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But a couple false starts.
I was going to say, there's been a few of those through the years.
Yeah.
Where, like you said, if I turned left at one of those moments when I turned right, then who the hell knows where I'd be?
It's so funny. John messaged Drew, who's a host, and now you're a host. I messaged your co-host, and now I'm a co-host. I should have messaged you.
Yeah.
What the hell was I thinking?
Come right to me,
Stupid
man.
Mo.
You be doing like overnights right now.
Yeah,
The Diz Show.
Yeah.
Overnights with Jizzy.
John's Joints brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. If you have not already gotten your marijuana card here in the state of Florida, I just don't know what you're doing. It is great for a million different reasons, but the products are amazing. So many unbelievable deals. If you just want to go look at some of the dispensary menus, just to have an idea of the variety, the high THC, the different things you could have, go do that. But then go to MarijuanaDoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. That's going to give you $30 off the initial certification, which comes same day. You'll be shopping at those dispensaries, which I think every dispensary has first-time patient discounts.
Yeah.
So you go to every dispensary, use your first-time patient discount. You will have gotten all your money back in savings that you put into the card. It's easy as can be. Go now, MarijuanaDoctor.com, and use the code BONE30, which leads me right into good weed news. The Justice Department earlier today announced that it is moving to ease restrictions on state-licensed medical marijuana, opening the door for more research and treatment options. The acting attorney general, Todd Blanche, said in a post on X that he had signed an executive order to immediately reschedule FDA-approved marijuana and state-licensed marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 and ordered an expedited hearing to fully reschedule the drug. Schedule 1, if you don't know, that's heroin, ecstasy, LSD, and weed's been right in the conversation with them. All very, very dangerous to a certain extent. And people have been advocating for this for quite some time, saying that the FDA-approved marijuana and state-approved would now be classified as 3, which is defined as drugs with a moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence.
I don't want to get in the weeds with this, but MDMA is a Schedule 1, even though it used to be prescribed by doctors for couples with relationship and intimacy issues.
Yeah, it's it is an interesting thing.
Huh.
All of these, and I have to say, I feel like lately through all of the war and all of the stuff, there's a lot of things to pile on Trump for. But they just opened up the thing that Joe Rogan was. Had you ever heard of that before?
What's that?
The drug that Joe Rogan was in the Oval Office for when they signed the
psychedelic.
Yeah, what
Ibogaine.
Yes, that's what I had you heard of it before?
Only through Sarah. She has me listen to a podcast where they talk about the medical uses of that.
Yeah, which is it can help people with addictions, and just kind of surprised that you don't hear about it more often. But he is at least kicking the can down a little bit when it comes to being able to research these things and rescheduling them. But yeah, Trump joined by Joe Rogan as he signs order to speed up psychedelic review, including the ibogaine, which his numbers that he said in there, it was like a 90% success rate for addicts who try this psychedelic, and it ends up changing their whole life, and they're able to kick the habit. So, we could take a dub where we take a dub.
Yeah, we haven't talked extensively about the latest ketamine treatment either.
Oh no, you went on Friday.
Yeah.
How was it?
Interesting.
Your first time?
This is like my 5th or 6th. Very interesting. The music, the playlist was interesting. My thoughts were interesting.
Were they dark?
No, not at all. They were just really random, like super jumping from something to the next, trying to figure out my problems, the world problems.
If everything goes as planned, I hope it's okay that I say I think Diz might have his first treatment next week.
Let me tell you, get ready to have your life change for the better, my friend. I hope you're with Deb, who is the warmest spiritual guide that you could possibly imagine. Just kick back, enjoy playlist number 1 like John and I did, and it'll start to change your life and the way you see the world.
Am I going to be like talking out loud?
No.
And now you're knowing everything.
I will say,
I cry.
I don't know if I told you this last time.
I cry.
Yeah. Last time was the first time ever I was talking a bunch, and I kept talking because there were things that I felt like I wanted to remember. And so I would just keep repeating things. And she has said that there are people that go in there with little voice recorders and things like that.
Oh.
So because a lot of things come into your brain and it's they don't all stay.
You'll forget a lot of them.
I think there's overwhelming themes that stick with you, but a lot of specific things that pop into your brain, they are fleeting and they are quick and then they are gone.
Are you allowed to record yourself in there? Because I want to see if I'm going to be in the chair like looking like Stevie Wonder, like doing that.
Yeah. You'll have a mask on, and the reason I cry is because I'm overcome with the beauty of the world, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of cry, but I do remember, if you don't mind me sharing, something that, like a progression I went through. So you try to unpack all of your issues that make you the way you are, and I realize I am addicted to my phone. I need to be untethered from it. So in my mind, I'm thinking,
this is the last one we're talking about?
Yeah. I'm thinking F the phone, FTP. I'm like remembering this, and I'm thinking the stickers on cars that say like LOD and that says
honk if you're horny.
Exactly. FTP, forget the phone. And then it went into, do you remember FTP florists? They would drive flowers.
I can envision the insignia right now.
And so I started wondering in my head, did FTP stand for flowers to people? And then I thought what a better world it would be if we had flowers instead of buildings. And then I thought we should be giving homeless people, instead of giving them money, we should be giving them seeds to grow flowers,
of course.
plants, and vegetables. Dude,
I said $1, bitch.
It was an insane progression.
That is the perfect example of the journey that your mind will go. And like
it's
one
fun.
thing leads to the next, and it's I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, and Greek City afterwards.
Next
you
door,
gotta go.
Well,
get
that is gonna
Greek
be
food.
perfect because Diz always trashes Greek food. So hopefully be able to eat some delicious Greek food.
Oh, the best.
My biggest worry is John said that we might be in the same room, which I have no problem with.
Oh, you should be.
Unless I ruin it for him. I go, I'm going to be so loud and obnoxious. He's like, why did I put this bitch in my room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You'll be in a separate room.
Yeah.
And also tell him to tie you down.
Yeah.
I'll be like, we got a wild one here. Put him in a straitjacket and but I think you'll have some major.
I'm excited for it.
It's therapeutic as hell. This is the first time that I didn't sleep for 20 minutes afterward. Like they usually have to come in and wake me up. Like everyone, like John's been done, Sarah's been done, and I'm out for 20 more minutes. And they're like, "Hey, idiot, we need this chair." And I'm like drooling, just like. Whoa.
They got to get the smelling salts out. They're like, "Mr. Garaba, wake up! It's time."
Wakes up, flowers to homeless.
Dude, and the music. You should, before he does it, you should take him on a crash course, like through playlist 1.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's
give me some music.
It'll take you on a journey. That is a Priority UMD. If you want to check them out, Dr. Brent and Deb and everybody over there, very, very special people.
Perfectly legal, very clinical. Yep. They care a lot about people, and they've worked wonders with Rodney Bailey and many more.
This is what you got JP to come and he makes like treatment plans. He comes out here to do.
Yeah, he's done it. He's done it there, and through the it'll change your life. It has changed a lot of people's lives in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, you've tightened up a lot. Like I remember the first one, you were focusing on being more responsible and tightening up, and it was like you turned a page.
And I every time I go in, I feel like it refreshes me just a little bit more. I told him that yesterday. Like in the immediate aftermath, I feel more focused. I feel more thoughtful and just buttoned up is really the best way to say it. And still, me even more buttoned up is less buttoned up than 90% of the population. But
progress, not perfection, my friend.
That is. I touched on this earlier, and I really do think it's kind of crazy underreported right now because I was saying I used to live in Brunswick, Georgia, so I have a lot of friends there, and they're posting, come stay at our home, like they're talking about all these friends that have lost their home, and it really is a pretty big deal. At least 8 wildfires continue to tear through parts of southern Georgia and northern Florida because of the severe drought in the region. As a result, parts of the southeast are contending with hazardous air quality resulting from the smoke, with the worst condition around Savannah, Georgia, and up in Columbia, South Carolina. A major wildfire in Brantley County, Georgia, approximately 15% contained as of Thursday morning, has burnt roughly 5,000 acres, and the fire destroyed 54 structures. I think that number is a little bit higher than that now, and was threatening 1,000 as a possibility. Nearly 94% of the southeast region is experiencing a severe, exceptional drought. Florida up through Georgia, we're under some wild natural disaster preparation order right now because of how dry it is, and this drought is so bad. It's not, I don't know yet if it's the worst ever, but I do think you have to go back to like the 50s for it to be this bad, which is I thought it was April, what is it?
April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah. It's April.
We're not getting any showers. They ain't gonna be no flowers.
It should be.
Oh my God, flowers of the world.
Oh my God.
Think about the homeless people.
The flowers aren't coming. We're burning alive. We're burning. And I mean, here, I was having this thought last night.
Yeah.
Not that we're not in danger. I just don't know that when you get into the city parts, if you live in maybe out in areas of Lutz and there's lots of wooded areas, I just don't know that here it could threaten buildings. I guess if it popped up in the wrong place at the wrong time, it's more the people that live on the outskirts in and near the woods where it could probably hop from there to your home.
You think a cop can, first of all, is flicking a lit cigarette illegal out of your vehicle at any time?
I think it is considered littering.
Yeah, that's what I was
But it should be, like now, it should be inciting a natural disaster.
Yeah, they should have what's called enhanced penalties, where if we're in a drought or whatever that special natural disaster condition is, and you do that, that ought to be a Class 1 felony.
I like that. It's like you're speeding, but now you're in a school zone, so it's a bigger charge.
Enhanced penalty.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Many regions consider this so it's under just littering laws for the most part. Fire hazard, discarded butts are a major fire risk, particularly in dry conditions. I wonder if they could track you. You flick it, starts a big fire. They go back, they start watching like road cams, and they figure it out because some of these people that get charged with arson on these big fires out west, they do significant time. I wonder if they could if it could go past just the flicking the butt to starting a natural disaster or a forest fire.
And what's a reason for smokers doing that? I don't want to smell up my vehicle, so I'm going to blaze the world.
It's a tough thing because as life goes on, I can appreciate a heater every now and again.
Sure.
But there's something about the average smoker. Like I would go as far, and maybe this is a crazy statistic, to say that 80% of smokers, everyday smokers, have zero problem flicking a cigarette butt anywhere.
80.
I mean, you think it's lower? Everyday smokers.
I think you're right.
I mean, it's just something about it. Like you would, and a lot of those same people wouldn't throw a McDonald's bag or wouldn't just throw garbage or anything. And the worst thing is, you're sitting at a red light, somebody flicks it out, and then it's sitting under your car, and the cigarette smoke starts pumping through your
the vents,
pumping recirculated.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Talking about that really made me stumble on something that I think explains my great disdain for smokers. My mom and dad were heavy smokers and smoked in the car with us with the windows up. But sorry, Mom. They would make my sister and me on trash day empty all the ashtrays in the house and put them in the trash and take that out. And that smell and the discarded butts in the ash was so repulsive.
Dude, there is a smell. I had a job early on where I was just a busboy at a bar that turned into kind of like a club, but there was like live music, smoking everywhere. And people would put their butts everywhere. They put them in beer bottles. They put them on the plates. They were in the ashtrays. And there's really not much. There's not much worse than dude. This is gross. What I'm about to share with you, but it's a fun game to play. So there is a guy that lives near us, and he sits outside all day and he smokes cigarettes. He has I don't know if it's a gallon and a half or if it's just a gallon, but he has this giant Arizona iced tea jug that sits right next to him. And I think in all of the years we've lived there, I don't think it's ever been changed out or anything. It's just filled with cigarette butts. And then I don't know if there was tea in there originally or it just rained inside of it. But like when we walk by it, it's sitting right out by the curb where he has his little chair. And I would imagine hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of cigarette butts, also filled with liquid. And a running joke is every time we walk by it, I ask Danielle, how much would you have to get paid to drink that entire thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking pour it on his lawn.
Oh yeah, that it's on it. Whatever he wants to do, but
drink it.
I would have to think it'd have
Six
to be
figures.
over a million. Yeah,
Yes.
it'd have to be over $1 million.
Yeah, between 500,000 and $1 million.
It's always tough until somebody shows you the money.
Right.
Like I don't think you can really figure out how cheap you really are for something disgusting.
I would agree because you say 6 figures, they're like 70 grand. Like
yeah,
done.
they're like 20 grand.
No,
I mean that 20.
How much am I drinking?
It is. I mean the gallon.
No, not 20 grand.
20,
And I don't think you'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? It might do so much damn damage to you that you'd never be able to come back. Florida's Attorney General is launching a criminal investigation into ChatGPT and its parent company, OpenAI, over claims that the accused gunman in the shooting at a Florida State University last year consulted with the AI chatbot before killing 2 people and injuring 5 more. I believe I have a short clip from the news story here. Stand by. Man, it's this AI. It knows no bounds. And play.
Video from Florida State University shows the suspect pursuing victims with a gun in hand as they fled. 2 people were killed in last year's shooting. Phoenix Eichner remains behind bars awaiting trial, but Florida prosecutors are now targeting an alleged accomplice, ChatGPT.
Technology AI is supposed to help and support mankind, not lead to its demise.
The state's attorney general, James Uthmeyer, announced a criminal investigation into OpenAI this month, arguing that the AI chatbot offered, quote, significant advice days and hours before the first shots were fired.
If this were a person on the other end of the screen, we would be charging them with murder.
State officials released exchanges that show the suspect asking how the country might react to a shooting at his school, where he could find the most students, and how to handle guns and ammo. OpenAI says its ChatGPT is not responsible for last year's mass shooting, adding that it provided factual responses to questions that could be found online and did not encourage or promote illegal or harmful activity.
It is interesting because I think now the new it opens up the question about your privacy on something like this. So if let's say for the sake of argument that you can ask those questions and they don't inherently mean that you are going to commit a mass shooting. That being said, is it within the realm of reality or does it cross a boundary of privacy that the OpenAI and ChatGPT then alerts officials and say, hey, a little red flag. We've got a guy in and around Florida State. He's asking about how to operate guns and where he can find the most people and questions about shootings. And maybe it's cause for a drop by or something. I don't know. Because the questions inherently, I don't think mean you're going to commit a murder, but there should be a way to ensure that they don't mean you're going to commit a murder.
And I don't think you can prove intent until something's actually happened. So that's a stick. What if the killer or shooter, not to give anybody ideas, were to ask ChatGPT, where's the safest place to hide in a mass shooting? And then you learn where they're going to be hiding, and that, you know what I mean?
That's a sick mind you got there.
Thank you
But
very much.
that's a
First
great
thing I thought
It's
of.
a great idea, but also horrific and scary. And to think, the thing that's crazy about it is I don't know in the last however many years how many stories we've done like this. ChatGPT had somebody kill themselves. They helped with a murder, whatever it is. We're in the infancy. Like we are we are on the ground floor of the world of AI. And to think that we've got another 50, 60, 70, however many years ahead of us of this just getting worse, it's scary to think if this is what it's like when it's brand new, what's it like when it's really down the road?
Well, at 5 o'clock, I've got a fun, useful use of chat or of AI when it comes to music, and it is. I must confess to you, John, I had to not send you this news story last night. I sent it to Sarah instead because I wanted to take the chance that maybe you didn't see it, and I haven't heard you talk about it yet. So
can you at
God.
least tell me what, just as a tease for your own segment, what is the gist?
The headline contains 4 words at the end that I've never seen together that are probably the most shocking, jaw-dropping, and repulsive words when used together. And that's the name of the song that I'm going to be playing.
That's a hell of a tease.
Thank you.
Better not miss it. 5 o'clock on Drew Garabo Live. So I actually had to work in reverse to bring this news story because I only just wanted to play the funny clip. So the Secretary of the Navy, John Pellin, who was fired Wednesday after months of feuding with his Pentagon bosses, and so there's a new guy that is in charge. I believe his name is Hung Kao.
What?
He's like he's an Asian guy.
What's his name?
He's the new acting Navy secretary that's taking over. His name is Hung Kao.
Hung Kao.
Do you spell that? H-U-N-G?
Yes, H-U-N-G-C-A-O.
Hung Kao.
is how you spell it. So people, they want to bring up dirty laundry when somebody gets something.
Sure.
So I saw this a couple times this morning, and I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. He was on with Steve Bannon. I think it was a couple years ago on Steve Bannon's podcast, Hung Kao.
Yep.
And he had this Asian man, by the way, if you didn't know.
No way.
He had this comment, which may or may not be funny.
This is great. I know I'll be attacked by left and call me white supremacist, but I have one ask for them. It's just when you give me my hood, make sure it's got the little slits and not the circles so I can see better.
Where do you even start with that?
Oh, my God.
So
asked for them is just when you give me my hood, make sure it's got the little slits and not the circles so I can see better.
Captain Hung Kao, thank you very much.
Captain Hung Kao.
Has there ever been are the KKK amenable to accepting Asians?
I
in their
don't think so. I don't believe so.
It's not why it's not right.
Exactly. Asians in KKK.
If it's yellow, I don't hate a fella.
Yeah, Asians have historically been targets of rather than members in the Ku Klux Klan, which promotes white supremacy and nativism.
Okay.
So I do not believe this guy would be welcome, but he really just
that's an unfortunate thing to say.
We heal through humor. Some people do at least. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, I do want to give you a bit of an update. We touched on it. Oh, did you have a borderline racially insensitive joke before you kind of did? Absolutely. I feel like I set you up for that.
You did.
By giving you a story that was racially insensitive.
I love it.
That was
Hung Kao.
Hung Kao. We'll give you a bit of an update. The words right from his mouth of the young man.
Hung Kao.
I felt like there was the young Hung Kao. The man who is a minor league catcher caused a hit and run. He spoke out in court about why he left the scene of the accident. And I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the newest update on Mike Vrabel and Rossini?
Oh, I saw the photos.
There is no more doubt, and we'll tell you that story as well on the back half of John's Joints.
Texas, Hollywood. I ain't asking for much.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We've got a crash in Manatee County, US 41 south at DeSoto Bridge, right lane blocked here. Earlier incidents in Hillsborough have been cleared or are off to the side. In Pinellas, incident East Lake Road, northbound and southbound affected north of Landsbrook Parkway, 38th Avenue eastbound and westbound at 49th Street north of Rec, and continuous congestion Palm Harbor Boulevard northbound toward Klosterman. This is Eric with traffic.
Badger Bob's is now servicing Tampa. Beat the heat. Get any size complete AC system for only $99.99 a month. Zero down in an unbeatable lifetime warranty. Go to BadgerBobs.com today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My best advice to you when hiring a lawyer for your injury case is simple. If you know court personnel, ask them who they'd hire. They know. If you know an insurance adjuster, ask them. They know. And then ask them about us. Ask them about Morgan & Morgan. They know. I look forward to talking to you soon. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the people.
Injured? Dial Pound Law
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
Out here, we hear your speed before we see you. Wind that rocks us.
Cars drifting toward us.
This isn't just a road, it's our workplace. Slow down.
Keep your distance.
Stay focused. Your choices matter.
Let's get everyone home safely.
Learn more about the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative at WorkZoneSafetyFL.com.
Crown Hyundai, where brand new offers just dropped. Like a 2026 Elantra SE, just $159 a month. Or a 0.99% APR. Or a 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE, just $219 per month. Or 0% APR. Each comes backed by America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles with Hyundai Owner Assurance. Get down to CrownHyundai.com. For full details, call 1-800-298-8368.
Tag him the ultimate refreshment with Seagram's Escape Spiked at WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV and knockout flavors like Slammin' Me Happy, Pineapple Powerhouse, and Slammin' Blueberry. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Choose your flavor. Feel the power. Step into the ring. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Favorite malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026, The Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used under license.
I know a lot of people are trying to be environmentally friendly these days, so why not start with your windows and doors? WeatherTight windows are the perfect choice. They not only protect the environment and cut your electricity bill, but with energy-efficient windows, you can possibly receive rebates from your electric company. Call WeatherTight Mike for a free in-home estimate, and don't forget the cookies, and let them know Mike Calta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Badger Bob's is now servicing Tampa. Beat the heat. Get any size complete AC system for only $99.99 a month. Zero down in an unbeatable lifetime warranty. Go to BadgerBobs.com today. New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Being in a crash? Don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. I'm meteorologist Jim Weber to Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy skies for today. May see a random shower later on this afternoon, but that rain chance only about 10% for today. Daytime highs climbing into the mid-80s. Then tonight, mostly clear skies, nice pleasant night, low temperature of 67. We continue with that same pattern as we head into Friday. Partly cloudy skies, warm temperatures, daytime highs right back into the mid-80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, Sean Senning.
J. Meow, meow, meow.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is Drew Garabo. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in about 20 minutes. Your next chance at $1,000 comes at 5. And make your plans if you have not already. It is New Metal Mayhem tomorrow night. Who doesn't love a night out in downtown St. Pete? All courtesy of our friends Elysian Space Dust IPA. Crawling, a tribute to early Linkin Park. Got the Life, the Korn tribute. And Nookie, a Limp Bizkit tribute. You can go to theboatonline.com, get tickets for just $10.25. Or there's also a list of bars downtown St. Pete and even down by the beach where you can go and just pick up the tickets. I think Diz is going. I'm hearing a lot of people are going. It's going to be a hell of a time. We did a sort of a version of this last summer, and it was amazing. So make your plans. New Metal Mayhem tomorrow night. Janice, thank you.
I don't know if I told you, John, but I've been approached by the Crawling, the early Linkin Park tribute, to kind of reenact a little collision course.
Oh, yeah.
They've asked me if I can be.
You're going to do the
if I can be the Hova part.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm working on those lyrics as
I don't
we
know
speak.
if you're joking.
I am.
Okay.
Be cool, though, right?
I was going to say it would be nice because last time you had beef with the headlining tribute band.
Oh.
So it'd be nice to know that you have a friendly relationship with one of these guys.
Is that true? You really had beef?
Well,
yes.
It was a misunderstanding, Diz. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you saw that there was a tribute band to Nirvana, and instead of calling themselves Bleach or Heart-Shaped Box,
these words mean nothing to him.
or Smell, those are Nirvana songs. They called themselves Nirvana, Nirvanna.
Okay.
They just added an extra N. You might think that there was an all-girl Nirvana cover band, right?
Why?
Because it went from Nirvana to Nirvana.
Like Vanna White.
Like Vanna or Anna.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you just got your
So you
answer,
thought
by
it was
the way.
all girls?
I did, and I said that on the radio. I said, and before we were even promoting that.
Probably a year
It was
before.
like a year before that. I said, Nirvana, they're playing at the Wild Rover. Cool idea. Must be an all-girl. This dude exploded on Facebook. You washed up radio hack. You sucked in Orlando, and you suck now. How dare you disrespect our band, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it was an honest mistake.
And then we had to go bring him on stage.
Yeah.
It was all love.
It was.
Yeah,
You
they were
guys
fine.
made peace, right?
Yeah, then we'll probably see him again because I'm sure it's the same dudes.
Yeah,
who
no,
are in
the lead,
Crawling.
Kurt Cobain is Fred Durst, same guy. Oh, I meant to ask you yesterday.
Yoles.
Have you listened to the new Freddie D and MGK?
One of the many things I love about our buddy Colson is that he brings back these dudes like Fred Durst, like Third Eye Blind, etc. The video is awesome. The song is great. I love what MGK is all about.
So have you picked up on, have you been reading at all about the shots that he's taking
Yes.
at Youngblood?
That's who they say.
Well, I don't even think it's a guess because have you seen the clips of Youngblood trashing MGK with Sharon Osbourne? Yeah, he was on Sharon Osbourne and Kelly was there too, and not Ann Kelly. And Kelly Osbourne.
Oh.
And they start talking about how MGK stole, I guess, the Pink. I don't even know what they were talking about, but talking about how MGK stole his persona from Youngblood.
Oh.
And Youngblood pretty much co-signed on it. So he has the jokes about former Disney kid.
Yeah.
And,
Youngblood was a Disney kid?
Yeah, in the UK. They're equivalent of the
Okay.
I sent myself, it's pretty foul and I haven't edited it, but MTV posted a little snippet if you haven't heard it yet.
Oh, Kurt Loder.
Yeah.
For this one time, I'm all over you. It's like trying. I heard that they don't like me. That's fine, cause we don't like y'all. And we not like y'all. I'm done trying. I tried dying enough times. 8 lives, I used all those. I'm on 9. What's up here? If we all really stuck here, is there anybody else who doesn't give a here? Mickey Mouse kids turn rock stars. Leave a private schools trying to be outlaws. And the old heads always trying to kill the vibe. But rock's not dead long as I'm alive.
Who are the old heads?
Sometimes I need a long time, but for this one time,
Eminem?
I don't know. Maybe. My one, and I've heard a couple people say it. Of course, Gio said it, a nice cosign. Could you not let Freddie D spit a couple bars? I mean, Freddie D on the track is a glorified hype man. Like you hear the yeah. Like he's got a couple. I mean, he doesn't sing the hook. he doesn't spit bars. Like, he's in the video and he gives a couple Limp Bizkit noises, but that's pretty much where.
Maybe he didn't want to smoke too much.
Maybe.
Because he saw what happened last time. Last time he beefed Eminem, went into rock. Now he's beating a rocker. He's going to go to jazz.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to get. He doesn't want to get caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
All due respect to you and George, I think we got the best of Fred, but with his, I don't think he's on MGK's level.
It is funny because of the new metal thing that we have coming up tomorrow. I think this is the first step. Everything that's old is new again. And I think we are so primed for a resurgence of just rock, rap, new metal style, not just from MGK. I think there's a market for it. I think somebody who can rap a little bit with a rock band and has a decent hook could probably do very well today.
Off the top, what is your favorite collab when it comes to that? One song you get to pick.
Anthrax and Public Enemy, Bring the Noise.
Okay. I thought you were going to go there like Run DMC, Aerosmith. That's what I was
That started it all. Like, that's the OG. It's not, I don't like Aerosmith very much. I love Run DMC. But that Anthrax Public Enemy was right around the same time as Walk This Way. And it just, they thrash and so good. So good.
I don't know that I have an answer per se, because I think that at that time, I think Limp Bizkit did it best. Like, when we're talking about the cross-section of rock and rap, I think that was the heaviest you could get with having a guy that did spit some quote-unquote bars. So I think Limp Bizkit probably perfected it to a certain extent.
And the remixes with Method Man and Redman, that air horn remix or whatever it is, air battle.
Yeah, Air Raid.
Air Raid.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, we were just talking about it. Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
That stuff is very, very good.
I thought you were gonna pick what my go-to would be, and that's the D-Generation X.
Oh, the King of Rock. The King of Rock, yo.
Yeah.
The King of Rock. That's
I love
jam.
that song.
Old school Bone Fam, too. X-Pac.
Oh, where is X-Pac?
He's out in, I think he's, but I mean, we got to shout out Cindy, his mom.
Yeah, Cindy.
She listens all the time.
Shout out to your sex tapes.
Yeah. I didn't know he had any.
I didn't know who he was when we first started hanging out, and then when I found out it was him, I was like, "You're the one who was so mean to China in the
oh God,
surreal life." And he was like, "Look, I loved her." I was like,
yeah. Everybody goes through stuff. I wanted to at least mention, and I didn't even read the article because I don't want to spoil anything. But last night we started the new Netflix 4-part Hulk Hogan documentary.
Oh yeah,
man, I think I was mildly emotional when Hulk passed, and it hit me in a certain way.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I feel like I've seen Hulk Hogan's story a million times. Like, I've watched so many documentaries. They've told it in a million different ways. I had a moderate interest in watching it. And Danielle was like, let's put it on. Let's put it on real quick. And man, it hit me. I think it was such a weird thing, because maybe it's just the way news works now, where something happens and you don't think about it and it's just gone. So he was filming this, from what I understand, weeks before he passed away. So he's a major part of it. And it all starts with, we were filming this interview with Hulk Hogan early in 2025, and we never got to do the second half of the interview. Oh. So it opens up, and it's some of the last footage of Hulk Hogan in the gym, the interviews with him, and it's very, very well done. And it immediately goes into the complicated legacy, and so many people remember you for all of the wrong reasons, and it takes it all those different turns. But it's just an interesting thing that happened, and they kind of touch on it in that, people love superheroes, and you love Batman, and you love whoever you love, Superman, Spider-Man, all of those people, and it's just so weird. Hulk Hogan is not a real kid. That's not a real person. That is a character. Yeah. Say your prayer, say your prayers, take your vitamins and all of that. And just the cross section. And he says it in the first couple minutes. He goes, that's not a real person. He goes, that is a character. He goes, the person that I am at home, the person I am on the street, that is a made up. I think he might even use the word fake. He goes, that's a fake person. And it's just interesting to think about all of that and how you hold the character of Hulk Hogan versus the man, Terry Bollea, and it's done very, very well, very in depth. Linda Hogan, horniest woman on planet Earth, dude. Every time they interview her, it turns into a story about, and then he just started railing me, or that. Like, they talk about the first night they ever met. He took her back. They met at the bar. He took her home, and she was like, "I didn't know what was taking so long." He was in the other room for a minute. He's like, she just walked out. He just walked out butt naked, and I said, "Okay, looks like I'm about to F a giant tonight." Yeah. Like, every story has to do with And then we started having sex.
What bar did they meet at? Like Palm Pavilion or whatever?
Where was it?
It had to be in North Beach.
No, it wasn't here. It wasn't here. It was somewhere else. It was a Mexican restaurant, maybe somewhere out west. But it is crazy. I guess I didn't appreciate. He is old school Tampa. His family. When he was growing, they
came out here.
Yeah, grew up in North Tampa, and they have a lot of like old family footage of them, and it's all on the beach and Clearwater and stuff. So it's done very well. And
I can't picture him as a kid. Can you because all I see is like the bald head with the white mustache.
Yeah. Dude, the other thing they touch on is his dad. His dad was the worst, worst of the worst. It wasn't until he made it to Madison Square Garden that his dad hated wrestling. Said, "You're nothing but a carny. You're nothing more. This is nothing more than a sideshow." Had nothing for it. And he's like, and when I made it to Madison Square Garden, he finally came and saw me. But talks about all of the bad things I've experienced in my life. It's nothing compared to what my dad put me through.
Oh no!
My voice wasn't cracking because I was crying.
It definitely was.
Yeah, it was. I'm crying. I would cry, but just. Not right now.
And Brooke, not only was she written out of the will or took herself out of the will, but they didn't have contact for a couple of years.
Yeah, Nick is very much like you could tell Nick is like his keeper at this point.
Sure.
Like he's with him in the gym and they're around and they go into his old an old storage unit of his and he starts pulling out like he's got the yellow boots that he wore when he beat Andre that are just in a storage unit somewhere and he had like all his old handwritten schedules. It's pretty interesting.
Wouldn't it be so unfortunate? Like when we meet people who listen to what we do, they know us. We share our life. You know what I mean? Our real life. When you meet a Hulk Hogan, he's got to be like, they don't care about who Terry Bollea is. All they care is about the character, the superhero Hulk Hogan. They don't give two craps about what Terry Bollea is all about.
No, they don't.
Weird.
It's wrestling, especially when you go back now that everything is kind of kayfabe is dead. Everybody knows everything. I don't think there are many people walking around thinking these guys are actually engaging in combat. But then it was kind of like that. It was a little bit more mystique at that
You're
point.
right, Oos.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Oos.
Yeah, what you got to say about that, Oos? Yeah. I saw him on the Cameron podcast or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That was kayfabe, right?
Totally.
Come on.
And then today, I don't know why that is like such a cookie cutter thing they're doing. Did you see Seth Rollins got into it with Kyle Brandt on the NFL Network?
No.
This morning, they were doing a piece together, and Kyle Brandt said something, pissed him off. And then he started kind of like he was going to walk out, and then Kyle Brandt said, "Okay, well, if you're going to leave, I'll call your wife because at least I know she can win something." And I assume it's all a work.
It's got to be a work. But sometimes you work yourself into a shoot, brother.
Preach. I don't know what I teased. I'll just rapid fire some things real quick. We had the extended segment yesterday about the change to the SNAP benefits and how you can't get your Welch's grape juice and your Arizona and all your sugary snacks. You can also not get hot rotisserie chicken, and senators being led by John Fetterman have put in the Hot Rotisserie Chicken Act. That is a real thing in 2026. You can buy a cold rotisserie chicken, but you cannot, with your SNAP benefits, buy a hot rotisserie chicken. Oh. And John Fetterman goes on to say, this is the best deal in America. Costco, $4.99. We should be letting people take their SNAP benefits and buy a hot rotisserie chicken.
Why wouldn't you do? I know it's like, oh, you can have prepared meals. Come on, let's have a little humanity.
Exactly.
Right?
No flavors though. No lemon pepper.
Oh no Mojo or Moho.
Yeah, let's have some standards in
please.
this country.
No Mardi Gras.
I think I also touched on the Mike Vrabel thing situation. Well, any guess or thought that this was a thing is out the window, because there are now freshly surfaced photos 6 years before this happened. So I guess 6 years ago of the two of them kissing at a New York City bar. So any kind of gray area that they were not engaged in a relationship is out the window at this point.
So she lost her gig for this.
Yeah.
There's a very good possibility that he will as well, because imagine you're a member of the Patriots team and for 6 years your coach has been banging a reporter who bases her life on getting inside scoops inside locker rooms.
People have shared reports from over the years of her seemingly having a little bit of inside information on the Titans, on the Patriots, and I think that's very well within the realm of possibility.
It's frowned upon, but is it you're not allowed to?
Yeah, see, I
don't think you're not allowed to.
Yeah, and I guess because they're married, there's a thing to it. I still am a little little surprised by the overwhelming backlash of it all. Like, two people outside of what you said, and I worry about inside information, but even that's not, I guess, an organization wouldn't like that.
They would hate that.
Yeah. So from that, I can see why you'd lose your job, but it's
for sure bad on the reporting side. That's like kind of how you assume you get the inside scoop. Or like, oh, you're just sleeping around. I mean, that's not the narrative, I'm sure, for all of them. But in this case, it looks weird. So
sure does. And imagine you're a female reporter, like trying to make it in a legit way with integrity, and you got Rosilli or Rosini or whatever.
Super, lovely lady.
Seems like it,
I would say. What was there? I wanted to touch on this real quick. Russell Brand sure knows how to go on a podcast and say things. He went on with Megyn Kelly and just felt the need to share the details, which I think everybody might have already known, that he had sex with a 16-year-old girl when he was 30 years old.
In Europe and in the United Kingdom, where I'm from, the age of consent is 16, and I did sleep with a 16-year-old when I was 30. But when I was 30, I was a very different person. I was a lot younger, and I was an immature 30-year-old. Consensual sex, actually, with a variety of people, when there is a strong power differential, as there is when you're a famous man that has the ability to attract women that I had at that time, I think involves exploitation. I think it is exploitative. I recognize that my sexual conduct in the past was selfish, and I did not apply enough consideration, barely any, I suppose, really, to how that sex was affecting other people.
Okay. I mean, he's very self-aware. His books are great, like his autobiography, My Bookie Wook.
There was a, oh gosh, this is interesting. So X put a community note on it.
Oh, what did it say?
The then 16-year-old schoolgirl accuses Brand of sexual assault, forced his blank down her blank, and made her choke, only stopping after she punched him in the stomach. Oh. She says he groomed her, referred to her as the child, and was emotionally abusive and controlling.
Oh, the child.
Yeah, that's quite the community note.
Ugh, good job, X.
Yeah. They did it. All right, don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in mere moments. Your next chance at $1,000 happens at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much, Diz. Shout out to the one and only JustCallMOE.com. Thank you to the boys, Matt and Zach. Make sure you stream their new song tomorrow. Listen to my music. And Drew Garabo, thank you. Congratulations on a hell of a run here at the Bone. Here's to 14 more.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Thanks, buddy.
It's just one of those days.
John's Joints brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. And if you like keeping your car clean, it can be tough here in the state of Florida. If you like going to the beach, there's sand in there every day. You're driving down the road. There's birds, there's bugs, the pollen to be fallen. You can go right back through with that unlimited membership plan. The long wash tunnels mean a cleaner car, the spacious vacuums, so you can get into every nook and cranny with no problems, and the staff is always there to help. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill, with a new spot in South Tampa on Southdale Mabry. Get in there today, and you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, in the mix. Free ball and freight haul and free load and Friday. We'll give away the rest of these new metal mayhem passes as well in the first segment, so make sure you're listening.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, A phone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
US 41 Business south and north, an issue in Manatee County. A crash with emergency vehicles on the scene. All lanes closed southbound around 10th Street. Northbound is the left lane taken up. 41 proper south at DeSoto Bridge, right lane blockage. Crash center lane blockage in Pinellas, 49th Street and 38th Avenue. In Hillsborough, an accident Balm Riverview Road around Boyette Road with blockage. This is Eric with traffic.
Wild Fork Foods makes mealtime easy with wild savings. Priced to be low on the meat and seafood you love. From premium cuts to everyday staples. Stock up and save big every day at Wild Fork Foods. Located in South Tampa, St. Pete, and West Chase, or online at wildforkfoods.com.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Tag in the ultimate refreshment with Seagram's Escape Spiked and WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV and knockout flavors like Slammin' Me Happy, Pineapple Powerhouse, and Slammin' Blueberry. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Choose your flavor. Feel the power. Step into the ring. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Favorite malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026, The Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used under license.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN.